rest of the wrestlers, stay on the floor. Stay there, guys. If you're not in the championship, don't leave. Wrestlers, I'd like to draw your attention to the far side of the arena. There is a line of men over there in our Wrestling Hall of Fame that built wrestling in the state of Oregon. As I call their name, they are our Wrestling Hall of Fame members. I would like them to step out and raise their hand. Mr. Keith Bassam, Mr. Pat Ball, Mr. Bob Lazar, Mr. Ron Calhoun, Dr. Mike Clark, Mr. Kurt Davis, Mr. Jerry Dilley, Mr. Ray Downs, Mr. Ron Finley, Mr. Jim Gadbury, Mr. Marlon Braun, Mr. Gary Head, Mr. Chuck Holliday, Mr. John Horn, Mr. Mickey Hurley, Mr. Gordon Jarman, ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Ginger Lyle,
Test.
Mr. Fred Lucas, Mr. Masi Miyake, Mr. Jay Miller, Mr.
No sound yet?
Miller,
Okay. Okay. Just making sure.
Mr. Vern Olson, Mr. Jim Phillips, Mr. Tom Phillips, Mr. Roy Pittman, Mr. Pete Russo, Mr. Tony Russo, Mr. Lamont Simons, Mr. Rick Wallace, Mr. Wayne Van Berger, Mr. Dick Weisbrot,
Todd, listen now.
Huh?
Go ahead and listen now.
our Man of the Year honor, Mr. Casey McAllister. And ladies and gentlemen, our inductees for the 2012 year. They will receive their awards on April 7th at the Hall of Fame banquet. Welcome, please, Mr. Gary Bowden, Mr. Steve Woods, Mr. Buck Davis, Mr. John Zerba, and our Man of the Year, Mr. Joe McFarland. Ladies and gentlemen, again, a nice round of applause for your Oregon Wrestling Hall of Fame members. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get started. Wrestlers, you're excused from the floor. Take your seats. Hall of Fame members, we have a place for you to sit. Officials, you can start your procedures. Table crews, take your place. And stat girls, again, thank you for doing all the work. Two groups, one from Oregon City High School doing all the paperwork in the back room. One from David Douglas doing all the mat work. A group from Centennial doing a great job with the girls. And then several ladies, over 75 of them taking place in March, helping us run this tournament. We are very thankful As you look at the layout of the floor, ladies and gentlemen, mat number 1 will be down on the south end. That's the end with the American flag. Mat number 2, 3, 4, 5 with the mat number 5 on the north end. The 6A will be on mat 5. The 2A, 1A championships on mat 4. The 3A on mat 3. 4A on mat 2. And the 5A on mat 1. Just a few minutes, ladies and gentlemen, we'll get them started.
Guys, this is only for media, okay? It's not for wrestlers.
Table crews, we need you to take your place, please. Table crews, please take your place.
So, she's got her. I'll get you.
It's sweet.
You see it now? That's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, for our procedures tonight, we will wrestle 106, we will wrestle 113, and then after the 120-pound matches, we will award 106, and since every match after that, we'll make an award. let's bring out the 100 pounders. On mat number 1, Matt Oppenbreedel of Dallas versus J.P. Ayers of Mountain View. On mat 2, Tyler Scott of Henley versus Caleb Weinbarger of Mazama. On mat 3, Hans Rockwell of Riverside versus Cody Brown.
From the Veterans Memorial Coliseum in Portland, we welcome you to the championship night of the OSAA U.S. Bank Les Schwab Tires Class 6A Wrestling Championships. Hi, everybody. I'm Todd Pickett. We welcome you to Memorial Coliseum for championship night. 14 state individual champions to be determined in our bouts this evening. One thing has already been determined, and that is the 6A team championship. We won't even try and keep you in suspense on this one because Roseburg has won this one going away. Going into tonight's championship rounds, Roseburg has piled up 222 team points to second place David Douglas, 98 points. It's an amazing performance by Roseburg, and they also have 5 finalists in the bouts tonight, more than any other school in the 6A classification, including 2 Roseburg wrestlers squaring off in one championship bout. Right now, our team standings coming into the finals. So we mentioned Roseburg first, 222 points. David Douglas second with 98 points. Crater is third with 95.5. Oregon City fourth with 90. Sprague fifth with 89. Hillsborough sixth with 79. Redmond seventh with 75. Barlow in 8th with 68 points. Grants Pass 9th with 65.5. And West Lynn in 10th place with 63 points. We'll be focusing on the chase for the other 3 team spots on the platform, with David Douglas, Crater, Oregon City, Sprague, and Hillsborough chiefly contending for those spots in 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Just to give you a quick idea, David Douglas has 1 finalist tonight. Crater in 3rd place, just 2.5 points behind them, has 3. Oregon City, Sprague, Hillsborough, and Redmond, each with 2 finalists. And Barlow has 3 finalists, but likely will not be able to pick up enough points to make it to the championship podium. We are awaiting the 106-pound championship, and this features the number 1 seed in the weight classification. It's 2 sophomores squaring off as Casey Coulter, the number 1 seed in the state, number 1 ranked wrestler from Grants Pass, gets set to take on another sophomore, Devin Poppin from Oregon City. And our sophomores get underway here. Poppin versus Coulter. So we mentioned Coulter, the number 1 seed. He has a victory earlier this year over Poppin. And an early takedown and points for Casey Coulter to take a 2-0 lead. 3 2-minute rounds. Coulter getting some riding time on top of Poppin as well. Poppin doing what he can to avoid getting turned right here. Coulter trying to climb around him, but unsuccessful. Poppin seated 4th in the rankings at 106 pounds. You can see again, Coulter trying to get Poppin turned here, getting the leverage on him. In the 2nd minute of our opening round, 3 minutes, can't quite get him turned. Nice job by Poppin to hold him off. Coulter trying to get the leverage without getting himself too overextended here. And Coulter able really to dominate. He has Poppin in a position, just a question of whether he can get him turned, and now they'll call him in a neutral position and bring the 2 wrestlers to the center of the mat. Coulter on top with 20 seconds remaining in this 1st round. Poppin trying to get to his feet, get an escape, and he's successful. Coulter will drive him to the edge of the mat. They'll stay in contention, though. Final seconds of the period. And 2-0 in favor of Casey Coulter going to the second round. They'll flip for position. Coulter will be on top, Poppin on the bottom as we get set for the second round. Coulter won his opening round with a fall over Humberto Santana of McKay. And Coulter getting Poppin up in the air momentarily, gets the arms around him. Won in the second round in a technical fall over Max McGee of Glencoe. And in the semifinals, a 5-0 decision over senior Ian Rogers of Tigard. Coulter again right where he was before, on top and getting good leverage on Poppin. Able to use that lanky frame and really extend well on him. And the wrestlers will go off the mat at this point. 40 seconds into our second round. Casey Coulter of Grants Pass, ranked first in the state in the gray and blue. Devin Poppin of Oregon City in the white. He is ranked number 4 in the state. Coulter continuing to work. Poppin trying to avoid getting any further points against him as well. And Poppin staying in sort of a defensive shell here, trying to protect. But he also has to avoid being called for a stall. Coulter again trying to turn him, get some leverage. Now he tries to take Poppin the other direction. 45 seconds remaining in the second round. Coulter still on top of Poppin by a 2-0 decision. And again, a stalemate called, and we'll go back to center. Coulter not looking to get a lot more points here, and Poppin, as we said, just trying to protect what he has. Tried to get him turned there. 25 seconds left in the period. Count on again momentarily. And Poppin able to turn. And gets a point for the escape. 2-1 now in favor of Coulter with 5 seconds left in the round. Poppin now just has to be careful, wait for the end of the period, and now a takedown by either wrestler could determine this bout. We get set to go to the third round. 2-1 in favor of Coulter of Grants Pass. Poppin will be on top now as we start this third round at 106. A low-scoring match so far here at 106. 2 sophomores, 2 of the top 4 in the state. Poppin trying to get a little leverage here on Coulter. And Coulter trying to get out to the edge of the match, get a bridge there. And both of them will go out now. 1:33 left in the third round. Poppin continuing to work. And you can see Coulter now just spreading out, getting his leverage. Not giving Poppin an angle on him at all or a chance to turn. Tried to go up high a little bit. And Coulter saw that immediately as Poppin took his shot. Almost was able to get the escape, but Coulter able to bring him back down again with 1:10 left. Coulter up, and he and Poppin will both go off the mat now. 1:09 left in the third round. Casey Coulter of Grants Pass, he's down. He leads at 2-1 over Devin Poppin of Oregon City. Coulter almost tried to get a complete reversal. He'll work for the escape and gets it now to take a 3-1 advantage. 1 minute left. Poppin needs a takedown to tie this up. Coulter will be defensive here as much as he can. 50 seconds remaining in the final round. Poppin working upstairs right now. They'll call the stall, move him to the neutral position again. You see the quick shot there by Poppin. He's got to make a shoot somewhere in here. And a delay warning now. 30 seconds remaining in the third round. Poppin trying for the shoot again. Coulter with his back to you now in the gray and the blue leads it by a 3-1 margin. Inside of 20 seconds remaining. Coulter on the defensive, another warning and a point given. It's 3-2 with 10 seconds left. And now Coulter for the takedown. And did he get him? Nope, Poppin got out in time. He'll get 2 for the takedown though, and that will determine it. And it is over. 2 more points awarded as well on a 7-2 decision. Casey Coulter of Grants Pass victorious at 106 with a 7-2 decision over Devin Poppin of Oregon City. Came down to the wire. Poppin took a shot. He had to, as the 2-point deficit got caught to 1 with the awarding of the point. Poppin doing a very good job, made his shot, and it didn't matter at that point whether it was 1 point, 2 points, what the margin would be. Good decision on his part, just couldn't quite pull it off. And Coulter, who finished third in the state in 2011, becomes a state champion here in 2012.
My family and I were enjoying a big vacation in Tahoe. After a great day on the mountain, our car wouldn't start. I got a jump, but it kept dying. Everyone in town said, "Go to Les Schwab." When I pulled up, George delivered. He quickly tested the battery and confirmed it was a goner. While he installed a new one, I finally got my first relaxation of the vacation. It's nice to be treated like a neighbor so far from home. I'm Clay Gilman, and that's my Les Schwab store.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
We're ready to move on to the second weight class. Oh, we still have 22 seconds left. 22 seconds left on map 3. And Rockwell leading 11-7 at this time.
And back at the 6A Wrestling Championships, we're about ready to start our 113-pound championship match. The top 2 seeds in the field coming in will square off for the championship. Number 1, Garrett Ryder, a junior from Newburgh, who is 15-3. And he will take on Dekai Wilburn from Hillsboro, a junior. Wilburn, ranked 3rd in the state rankings, is 24-2. And Ryder with a victory over Wilburn this season. Ryder, a 2-time regional champion and a runner-up in 2011. Wilburn this year was 6th at the Reesers meet and is a 2-time state placer. Ryder in the yellow from Newburgh. Docky Wilburn from Hillsboro in the white. This is 113 pounds, the first of 3 rounds. Ryder getting Wilburn off balance and gets the takedown for the initial 2. Wilburn almost able to turn it back around on him. Officials are saying no, not in a pin position yet. Wilburn almost getting the leverage. Good control there by Ryder. Get out of that situation. And he enjoys a 2-0 lead as the wrestlers go out. This one being refereed by Rick Stewart of Lane County. And he's being assisted by Todd Kleigel of Blue Mountain. Our 106 was refereed by Ron Haverkost of Salem. And Rick Stewart of Lane County assisting him. Another takedown there for Wilburn, and not point scoring, but and the wrestlers off the mat again here at the 102 mark of the first round. Ryder in the yellow. Wilburn in the white. Ryder leading it by a 2-0 margin. Wilburn up to his feet and gets Ryder turned. Are they going to give him any points as he gets out? 1 point given. And it is a 2-1 score as they go from the neutral position. Ryder going in again, trying to get a takedown. Wilburn trying to counter, but Ryder there effectively for a 4-1 lead. Couldn't quite get Wilburn turned. Almost had him. Just about got the left arm turned over and got him onto his back. And now Wilburn just trying to hang on here in the closing 30 seconds of round 1, with Ryder leading it by a 4-1 margin. Wilburn checking in with his coaches, gets to his feet. Doesn't quite get all the way out, though, so Ryder not willing to let him go. Thought for a minute he was going to let him up and just trade 2 for 1s. And they're off the mat now with 11 seconds remaining in the first round. Ryder from Newburgh in the yellow leads it by a 4-1 score. And Ryder again taking control of Wilburn. Wilburn trying to get to his feet, will not get there in time as the first round comes to an end. 4-1 in favor of Ryder, who won his first round match over Sage Higgins of Gresham by a fall in the first round. A second round fall over Zach Nance of Grants Pass in the quarters. And in overtime defeated Cameron Baldwin of Reynolds 4-3 to advance to the championship. Wilburn down as we start the second round. Ryder 4-1. You can see him getting the right leg, tried to hook. And Wilburn able to get the escape, makes it 4-2. Hillsboro, of course, wanting to get some points here in that team chase. They entered the evening session in 6th in the team place, trying to get up to 4th and claim a trophy. Wilburn, one of 2 finalists for Hillsboro tonight. 30 seconds gone in the second round as the wrestlers go off the mat again. Wilburn, we mentioned the number 2 seed, defeated Adam Webb of Thurston by a second round fall in the opening round. Won over Fabian Reamer of David Douglas on a technical fall in the second round. And Wilburn working here very nicely. Has Ryder bridged and gets him turned over and has him close to a pin position. We are tied at 4. And now 2 more points on the near fall, so 6-4 in favor of Wilburn midway through the second round. Ryder coming back to counter, gets the reversal and 2 there to tie it at 6. It's very aggressive wrestling by both of our competitors here at 113. We're even at 6 with 45 seconds remaining in the second round. Ryder checking over to his coaches for a moment. And the 2 will be brought back to the center. Wilburn in the semifinals had to go to a 7-6 decision over Caleb Raber of Sprague to advance to the championship. 36 seconds, 8-6 now. Ryder on top as he picked up 2 additional points. And Wilburn gets a reversal. We're right back at 8-8. Well, the two of them have been able to turn on one another, and a very high-scoring match looks to be headed our way here going into the third period. Back to center again, 17 seconds remaining in the second round.
106 pounders. 106 pounders. Placers, please go to the east.
Wilburn kind of gets overextended there, and Ryder able to get a turn on him. Has an arm in behind the head, trying to get some leverage here with seconds remaining in the second round. Wilburn able to bridge that, but a point for Ryder on the escape, 9-8 as the round comes to an end. We go to the third round. Ryder of Newburgh 9, Wilburn of Hillsboro 8. A reminder as well, you can watch the replay of our championships anytime on demand at OSAA.tv. Wilburn will have the up position. Final 2 minutes of regulation. 9-8, Wilburn trailing Ryder. Ryder on the defensive right here.
Nelson of Marshfield. He has the black uniform with the skeleton bones on the back.
20 seconds gone in the third round. And Ryder gets up. We're going to give him 1 or 2. It's a reversal, 2 points. And Ryder leads it 11-8 with 1:36 to go. So he'll also have top position and a 3-point advantage. Wilburn tried to get a reversal on him, got overextended, and Ryder has a good grip. Trying to get him turned now. He'll work to the left side, try to take that arm and bring him over. Wilburn trying to get leverage with that right arm and prevent himself from getting turned.
106-pound finalist, would you please go to the chair?
Ryder working back and forth, trying to prevent Wilburn from getting off the edge of the mat. He doesn't want to lose this position that he has, but they both get over the circle, and they'll return to center. 1:04 left with Ryder in the up position. (11-8) Ryder. Wilburn unable to get to his feet. Tried a couple different times to get out and couldn't do it. Inside the final minute now, and a 3-point advantage still for Ryder. Wilburn knowing he needs to try to get a reversal here, not just the 1 point for the escape, although he could still escape and takedown, but he'll have to hurry to do it. Ryder keeping that left leg turned on him to prevent Wilburn from getting up. Good job by Ryder to control there. Got Wilburn turned around underneath again, but we get the reversal by Wilburn, and it's 11-10. And now the Newburgh coaches are telling Ryder to spin off the mat. 20 seconds left. It's a 1-point match. And they finally ruled him off. 14 seconds remaining. It's 11-10. Ryder leads it by 1. Wilburn will be in the up position. Or are they bringing him to neutral? Nope. Ryder should be down. Does Wilburn dare try to let him up and then go for a 2-point? It is neutral position. Interesting, even though they called the reversal. Neutral position, so a takedown could win it for Wilburn. Now hang on, now it's 12-10. They've added a point. Wilburn needs a takedown, missed it. Ryder on top of him inside of 10 seconds. Down to the wire they go, and Ryder will hang on to win a very entertaining state championship bout at 113 pounds. Garrett Ryder of Newburgh with a 12-10 decision over Docky Wilburn of Hillsboro, who hangs his head but shouldn't. He had a very good bout. And Ryder is your state champion at 6A at 113 pounds.
Now we're going to wrestle the 120-pounders.
Over to congratulate the opposing coaches, and now with his coaches as well, as he signs off. And Garrett Ryder of Newburgh, your state champion at 113 pounds.
In the 5A division, Isaac Tobin. He's the number 4 seed from Silverton. His opponent, Austin Wallace Lister, number 2 seed from Wilson. On mat number 2, Rodney Presser of Hindley. He's in the blue uniform. Versus Colton Schilling of Sweet Home.
If you've stopped saving, let us help you start. Savings today and rewards tomorrow from U.S. Bank. Save a little every week with every purchase, every paycheck. Watch your savings grow. When you reach $1,000, you'll earn a $50 rewards Visa card. Earn another $50 when you keep it for a year. Save for a wedding day, a family, or your house. Just start. All of us serving you. U.S. Bank.
We welcome you back to the 6A Wrestling Championships. This is the 120-pound classification, and this is your upset special division as a pair of unseeded wrestlers are meeting for a state championship. Morgan Walters of Crater and Yasif Sorensen of Sprague. Sorensen is ranked 5th in the state, Walters 10th, and they have advanced to the championship final. Walters defeated the number 1 seed, Jeremiah Baker of David Douglas, in the quarterfinals to get here. Sorensen kind of had some help for him as the number 2 seed was knocked off in his side of the bracket. He has not faced a seeded wrestler. Sorensen, a district runner-up. Walters, who is a junior, was 3rd at state as a freshman. And we are tied 2-2 midway through the first round here. Sorensen trying to get Walters turned here. Sorensen, a sophomore. As we mentioned, Walters, a junior. Final 25 seconds of the opening round. Tied at 2-2. And they'll go off the mat with 8 seconds remaining. And our first round comes to an end.
6A division, Sorensen of Sprague and Walters of Crater.
Walters in the down position as we get set to start this second round.
Both the 120-pounders in the 6A division are non-seeded wrestlers.
2-2 our score. Walters continuing to try to get some leverage, trying to get the left shoulder turn there on Walters. Walters again extending the arms, gets a good bridge. Can't quite get himself to his feet. And Sorensen continuing with control. They're off the mat 35 seconds into the second round. Walters had to win a 5-4 decision in the first round to get to Baker, whom he decisioned 7-2 in the quarters, and then picked up a 13-4 decision over Toby Dill of Roseburg in the semifinals. Walters trying to get free. Sorensen still maintains control here, midway through the second round at 120. Sorensen, no, make it Walters with 2, on the reversal. And he takes a 4-2 lead, 45 seconds remaining. 2 more points awarded for the near fall. It's a 6-2 lead for Walters of Crater with 38 seconds remaining in the second period. Todd Kleigel of Blue Mountain, our official for this championship at 120. And Bradley Covington of Lane County is the assistant. Walters got himself off balance, and Sorensen able to get the reversal, cuts it to 6-4. Again, 2 unseeded wrestlers. Sorensen just 9-5 coming in. Walters at 8-7. And they're wrestling for a state championship inside of 10 seconds in the second period. Young ladies you see out there are the ones who watch the clock, so the referees watch the wrestlers, and the ladies notify the officials when the round has come to an end. 2 minutes remaining in regulation. It's a 6-4 score in favor of Morgan Walters of Crater. Sorensen turns, gets a reversal, and we are tied at 6. Off the mat they go. Coaches are up. 6-6 our score, and the coaches are going to ask the officials. Oh, we've got a bloody nose apparently that'll have to be attended to here by the trainer. We are at 6-6 with 1:38 remaining in the third period. Sorensen of Sprague, Walters of Crater in the 120-pound final.
That's Culver winning again on mat number 4. And a tight score down on mat number 5, 7-6.
Wrestlers off the mat.
7-6 in favor of Walters.
7-6. Walters of Crater now ahead, picking up a point. Is that a takedown or not? They'll let him continue to wrestle. It is a takedown. 2 for Sorensen to take an 8-7 lead. Walters trying to get out to the edge and avoid those 2, but Sorensen has the 1-point advantage now with 1:16 left in the third round.
Bresser leads 7-3 on mat number 2.
Sorensen has to be a little careful here, not to let himself get overextended. Walters has been very good at getting some leverage and getting reversals, and one here could determine a state championship. And there it is right there. Walters got him turned. There's 2. It's 9-8 in favor of Walters, close to the pin. Does he have the fall? Nope, Sorensen got his shoulder up. Walters continues with the leverage. 38 seconds remaining. Sorensen trying to keep out from underneath. And there it is. It is a fall. Just as I said, Sorensen needed to be careful. Walters was able to get a great reversal and get the fall. And after making third as a freshman and having a disappointing sophomore year, this time Morgan Walters is a state champion as a junior at 120 pounds. That'll help out Crater in its team effort as well. and could move them into second place ahead of David Douglas. Morgan Walters with the victory with the fall over Sorensen of Sprague to capture a state championship at 120 pounds. We'll be back with the 126-pound final after this timeout on OSAA.tv.
One Saturday night, someone went through town slashing tires. Sunday morning, one of Andy Spencer's customers at Les Schwab went to Andy's house to see if he could help.
You got it.
Andy got in his truck and drove up and down the streets, helping anyone who needed it. He worked at it pretty hard most of the day.
That's all of them.
Andy didn't tell anybody no. He really went above and beyond his duties as a manager and a neighbor. I'm James Hamilton, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
Well, where our 120-pound final was a battle of the unseeded wrestlers, our 126-pound final is anything but, as we have gone to form, and the top two seeded wrestlers, as well as being the top two ranked wrestlers in the state, will square off at 126 pounds. But before we do that, we're going to present the awards for 106 pounds. Fourth place goes to, well, we'll wait till they get to the 6As here, as a matter of fact.
On mat number 3, the awards at 106 pounds. In 6th place from Riverside, Gilberto Silva. In 5th place from Illinois Valley, Eric Miller. In 4th place from Vail, Tyler Flint. In 3rd place from Jervis, Ivan Gomez. In 2nd place from Willamina, Cody Brown. And your 3A 106-pound champion from Riverside High School, Hans Rockwell. Mat number 2, your 4A placers. In 6th place from Newport, Josh Connor. In 5th place from Sweet Home, Justin Nicholson. 4th place from Ontario, Francisco Malena. In 3rd place from Crook County, Trayton Leibold. In 2nd place from Mazama, Caleb Weinbarger. And your 4A 106-pound champion from Henley, Tyler Scott. Mat number 1, your 5A place winners. In 6th place from Cleveland, Joe Lewin. 5th place from Hermiston, A.J. Garcia. 4th place from Lebanon, Brian Lacey. 3rd place from Pendleton, Colton Skeen. In 2nd place from Mountain View, J.T. Ayers. And your 5A 106-pound champion from Dallas High School, Matt.
And here are your placers at 106 pounds in the 6A classification. In 6th place, Joel Timmons, sophomore from Westview. 5th place, Ethan Staley, a freshman from West Lynn. Staley decision, Timmons 2-0. In 4th place, Ian Rogers, a senior from Tigard. 3rd place, Chad Jones, a freshman from Roseburg. Jones won in overtime by a 3-1 decision. In 2nd place, Devin Poppin, sophomore from Oregon City. And your state champion at 106 pounds by a 7-2 decision, Casey Coulter of Grants Pass. And we move now to the 126-pound final. As we mentioned, the top two wrestlers in the rankings and the seeds square off. Number 1, Peter Russo, a senior of Newburgh, will take on number 2, Ryan Haney, a senior from Redmond. Russo, defending state champion, a 2-time Reesers champion and a 4-time district champion. Haney, a 2-time state finalist, is a former state champion, and this will mark his 4th consecutive year of placing at state. A pair of seniors set to square off at 126 pounds. Russo won his first round match with a 13-3 decision over J.R. Ramsey of Centennial. Won over Avery Caird of Thurston in the quarterfinals by a fall at 255. And got a 10-0 decision over Parker Folliard of Oregon City in the semifinals. Haney had an 11-7 decision over Jared Sublett of McMinnville in the first round, defeated David Nelson of Gresham 6-2 in the quarters, and eked out a 1-0 victory over Cliff Baxter of Sprague in the semifinals. We get underway at 126 with the top two wrestlers in the state. Russo of Newburgh in the yellow, and he jumps out to a quick 2-0 lead. And Ryan Haney of Redmond in the white. Russo will let him up for a 2-1 score now in favor of Russo. Bradley Covington of Lane County, our referee this time. And Clarence Cole of Klamath Falls is our assistant as we continue to rotate our crew here on the 6A mat.
Once again, 113-pound placers in your classification awards areas, please.
Haney, the second Newburgh finalist of the night. Despite that, they started the evening in 13th place with 49 points. Haney maintaining his leverage here. Or make it Russo, excuse me, maintaining his leverage. Trying to get around Haney's right leg, couldn't quite get it wrapped to it and turn, but he will pick up 2 additional points for a 4-1 margin. Got his back points. Gets him turned. And does he have it? Nope, had a 2 count, didn't get to the third. There it is, a first round fall. In a minute 44, Peter Russo, his coaches leap in the air. A little bit of a surprise, I have to say, with the top 2 squaring off there, but Russo able to get it. And in 1:44 of the first round, he is a state champion for the second time. Good look at him there. Peter Russo of Newburgh wins it by a fall, and he is your state champion in the 6A classification at 126 pounds. Quick one on that one. We'll see what transpires at the 132-pound classification when we come back. You're watching the 6A Wrestling Championships on OSAA.TV.
If you've stopped saving, let us help you start. Savings today and rewards tomorrow from U.S. Bank. Save a little every week with every purchase, every paycheck. Watch your savings grow. When you reach $1,000, you'll earn a $50 rewards Visa card. Earn another $50 when you keep it for a year. Save for a wedding day, a family, or your house. Just start. All of us serving you. U.S. Bank.
Well, some interesting information just passed along to us by our announcer here at the Memorial Coliseum. Peter Russo wrestling for his dad, Neil, who won a state championship 25 years ago, and his grandfather won a championship 50 years ago. So Peter Russo, the third generation of his family to claim a state championship, and he also becomes a 2-time state champion now, and is the second Newburgh Tiger to pick up a victory tonight in the state championships. We'll hand out the awards at 113 pounds coming up in a little bit, and then get you ready for our 132-pound finalists. Don't forget as well that you can order souvenir DVDs of tonight's championships online anytime at prepfilms.com.
1-0 score for the Red Eagle band. Down on mat number 1. That's Crescent Valley. Alex Rich choosing both wrestlers up at the beginning of round number 3. 8-2 score on mat number 2. Jake Stiegel of North Marion leading 8-2 on mat. And now Stiegel. Now 11-2 for Stiegel. On mat number 3, 14-0 score. Now 14-1. Score on mat number 4. Cash of Comer and Quintana of Giacani. Cash takes a 10-7 lead with some injury timeout on that number 4. Rich, Crescent Valley. He wins the championship in the 5A division at 126 pounds. Jake Stiegel, he's your 4A state champion at 126. North Marion. Round 3 with a 10-8 score. Cash chooses up for the beginning of round number 3. Takedown for Cash. Jared Cash. As soon as this match is over, we will make the presentation for the 113-pound weight class. Two points for Cash.
How you doing?
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your attention to the 113-pound place winners. At mat number 3, for the 3A, in 6th place from Davie, Adan Gutierrez. In 5th place from Riverside, Elijah Conlon. 4th place from Glide, Devin Freeman. 3rd place from Nissa, Omar De La Cerda. 2nd place from Colton, Ben Nordgren. And your 3A 113-pound champion from Willamina, Skylar Voigt. Your 4A place winners on mat number 2 in 6th place from LeGrand, Seth Davini. In 5th place from LeGrand, Tyler Isaacson. 4th place from Henley, Cody Wright. 3rd place from Yamhill Carlton, Joe Midon. 2nd place from Estacada, Donnie Winland. And your 4A 113-pound champion from Henley High School, Zach Bresser. 5A down on mat number 1 in 6th place from West Albany, Dustin Schneider. 5th place from Lebanon, Charlie Vendetta. 4th place from Eagle Point, Orlando De La Cruz. 3rd place from Dallas, Tyler Renfro. 2nd place from Hermiston, Isaac Aguilar. And your 5A 113-pound champion from Marshfield High School, Thaddeus Nelson. Down on that 1, your 6A place winners. In 6th place from Grants.
Here are the 113-pound winners in the 6A classification. In 6th place, Zachary Nance, a junior from Grants Pass. 5th place, Cameron Baldwin, a senior from Reynolds. Baldwin winning over Nance by a fall in 22 seconds. 4th place, Cole Van Enroy, a freshman from Roseburg. 3rd place, Caleb Raber, a junior from Sprague. Raber a 7-4 decision. In 2nd place, Docky Wilburn, junior from Hillsboro. And your state champion at 113 pounds by a 12-10 decision is junior Garrett Ryder of Newburgh. Your place winners in 6A at 113 pounds.
Henderson. In 3rd place from Neoconi, Matt Clayton. In 2nd place from Crane, Austin Roth. And your 2A, 1A, 113-pound champion from Culver High School, No Gonzalez.
In the 6A classification at 132 pounds, and this could be a real interesting matchup. The top 2 seeds have made it. Colby Winnett, a freshman from Barlow, is the number 1 seed. He is ranked 2nd in the state ratings, and he will go up against Devin Reynolds of McNary, a junior. Reynolds is seeded 2nd in the tournament, but ranked 1st in the ratings. Reynolds is 29-1. Winnett is 28-2. As they put their leg bands on. Reynolds was 4th at the state meet last year, 2nd at the Reesers Tournament of Champions. Winnett, a middle school state champion, and making it to the finals as a freshman. Winnett against Reynolds at 132 for the state championship. These two wrestlers have not faced one another this year, and Reynolds will get the initial takedown and 2 points. Reynolds 2, Winnett nothing at the 125 mark. And the wrestlers will come back to center. Clarence Cole of Klamath Falls Wrestling is our referee in this one. Milo Mescal of Metro West is the assistant. Winnett to his feet, trying to get free, but you can see Reynolds has that leg and will take him back down again. And outside the circle again at the 107 mark of this first period. Winnett has won all of his previous matches by fall to make it to this state championship bout. Winnett back to his feet again and escapes to cut the margin in half. 2-1 now in favor of Devin Reynolds of McNary. Reynolds in the blue and white, Winnett in the blue and gold. Winnett trying for the shoot there. Reynolds able to get leverage and stay on top of him. And no points scored there. Reynolds trying to shoot for the right leg of Winnett. One of the leg bands coming loose there. Nice job by the coach to get to that in a hurry. 20 seconds remaining in round one. And they'll return to neutral. Closing seconds of the opening round, and Reynolds trying for a quick shot. He's going to just come back and let this one come to an end. And it'll be 2-1 in favor of Reynolds at the end of the first period. Winnett won his first round match by a fall in 58 seconds over Richardson of South Eugene. Second round, a fall over Zach Zahner of Sprague. And the semifinals, a fall in the second round over Vajis Afrasov of David Douglas. Winnett on top to start round two. Reynolds, the number 2 seed, the number 1 ranked wrestler in the state. He's a junior, Winnett a freshman. Reynolds tried to get around on the left arm. Nice spin to get the escape. And he has a 3-1 lead now. Winnett a little more defensive right now. Neither wrestler right now finding an opening as they bob and weave back and forth. Winnett's offered the right leg a couple times, but pulled it back before Reynolds could get to it. 45 seconds gone. Reynolds comes in waist high with that shoot. Has the leg, should be able to get a couple points off of this. Locks himself around Winnett. And now gets the takedown. 5-1 in favor of Reynolds. Midway through the second round. Reynolds won his first round match by a fall. His second round over Harnsberger of Hillsboro by a technical fall, and his semifinal match over Krolwitz of West Lynn by a 12-3 margin. He's up 5-1 here midway through the second round. Reynolds made the podium last year. He'll finish higher than he did, but is he going to be all the way up to the top step? 5-1 advantage now for Reynolds as the wrestlers return to center. 32 seconds remaining. Reynolds will try to maintain his leverage here and take that 4-point advantage into the third round, and Winnett will know that he has a difficult situation. May have to not only go for the takedown, but shoot for the pin here as he trails by 4 in the closing seconds of round number 2. And Reynolds content to just ride this one out. Winnett bridging to avoid getting turned at all and falling any further behind. And we'll go to the third round with a 5-1 advantage for Devin Reynolds of McNary. McNary as a team was 12th coming into our championship night. And they'll start up for the final round, a 5-1 advantage. Reynolds able to control, just backed away, let Winnett go for the shot, and was able to get leverage on him again. Good upper body strength here by Reynolds as they come off the mat again, 19 seconds in. Reynolds will be a little cautious here, obviously. Knows that Winnett's got to take a shot at him somewhere. Again, Winnett has won every match by a fall so far here in the tournament. It's the first time he's gone beyond the second round in the event. Reynolds with the leg hold again will get more points here and has a 7-1 margin now with a little bit more than a minute to go in the third round. Lets him out, so 7-2. And Reynolds now knows he can just really kind of play defense more than anything else right now. Prevent Winnett from taking the big gamble, the big shot. 45 seconds remaining and a 7-2 advantage. Reynolds not on his horse, but he's definitely backpedaling and doing what he can to prevent Winnett from getting any shot at all at a pin. Inside of 30 seconds now and a 7-2 lead for Reynolds. 15 seconds left, and Winnett's got to try something. Reynolds able to cover again and maintain his leverage. And he'll ride out the final 10 seconds and get 2 more points for a takedown and a 9-2 advantage, and that will be more than enough for Devin Reynolds of McNary to claim a state championship. Got the points early and just continued to work hard. And Devin Reynolds proving that the state poll guys were right, the Cedars wrong. He comes up with the victory to close out an impressive season. And Devin Reynolds is your champion at 132 pounds. We'll come back with our presentation of awards at 120 and then get you ready for the 138-pound championships when we return to Memorial Coliseum. You're watching the U.S. Bank Les Schwab Tires 6A Wrestling State Championships, and it comes your way on OSAA.TV.
High school sports officials. Out. They give back by staying involved in the games they love.
2, green, takedown.
They help our athletes play by the rules.
Travel.
They earn extra money while doing it, and they have a chance to go to state every year. There are 3,700 certified officials in Oregon, and we're looking for more. How about you?
Holding on the offense.
Become an official. Contact the Oregon Athletic Officials Association.
Make the call.
In fourth place from Ontario, Eric Nunez. In third place from Cook County, McKinnon Buckner. In second place from Sweet Home, Colton Schilling. And your 4A 120-pound champion from Henley, Ronnie Russer. On mat number 1, the 5A place winners. In sixth place from Eagle Point, Aaron Lorenz. In fifth place from Dallas, Cody Renfro. In fourth place from Cleveland, JoJo Ball. In third place from Liberty, Gabe Garcia. In second place from Silverton, Isaac Tobin. And your 5A 120-pound champion from Wilson High School, Austin Wallace-Lister. Mat number 5, your 6A place winners.
Here are your 6A winners at 120 pounds. In sixth place, Toby Dill, a sophomore from Roseburg. In fifth place, Jeremiah Baker, a junior from David Douglas. Baker decision Dill by a 14-0 margin. In fourth place, Ernesto Escobar, a senior from Westview. In third place, Kyle Sether, a junior from Oregon City. Sether beat Escobar 7-3. So the top two seeds finished 5th and 4th respectively. In second place, Yasif Sorensen, a sophomore from Sprague, and your state champion at 120 pounds, winner by a fall in the third round, Morgan Walters of Crater. Top placers at 120 pounds in the 6A classification.
Second place from Nestucca, Valerie Silva. And your 281 120-pound state champion from Colder, Tucker Davis. Your 3A place winners on mat number 3 in 6th place from Burns, Thomas Kane. 5th place from Illinois Valley, Danny Hill. 4th place from Dayton, Michael Gentry. 3rd place from Nissa, Julio Mendez. 2nd place from Willamina, Josh Perry. And your 3A 120-pound state champion from Sheridan, Justin Incup. Moving into the 138 pound.
At 138 pounds, we have the number 1 seed at the classification against another surprise story. It'll be number 1 Josh Reyes, a sophomore from David Douglas, against Brody Foss, a junior from Roseburg, who was unseeded and has defeated the number 2 and 3 seeds to make it to this state championship. Foss on the right now, Reyes on the left. Foss, another one of the reasons why Roseburg has piled up that team championship. Reyes is a 3-time freestyle and 3-time Greco state champion. Foss, a junior, ranked 7th in the state. Reyes is the number 1 seed in the state at 33-1. And the two young men have not met one another. Milo Mescal of Metro West Wrestling, our official for this one. And Ralph Davis of Lane County is the assistant as they go off the mat here, scoreless in the first period. Foss of Roseburg and Reyes, the number 1 wrestler in the state. From David Douglas. And they'll go off the mat again here. 47 seconds remaining in this first round. Roseburg, again, in case you joined us late, has already piled up enough points to claim the state championship. Reyes is the only finalist for David Douglas, so his points will be essential if David Douglas is to hang on to second place. He really needs to get a victory here because as David Douglas defends team points, Crater has already won 1 championship and has 2 more finalists. And Reyes, being the only finalist for the Scots, needs to pick up points for them to help keep them on the podium and to give them a shot at second place. Still no score between these two wrestlers as we go into the final 10 seconds of the opening round. They go off the mat once again. And we'll end the first round with no score between Josh Reyes of David Douglas and Brody Foss of Roseburg. Reyes defeated Robert Cutterback of Hillsboro by a fall in the second round in his opening round match. Posted a 12-6 decision over Justin Lowe of McNary in the quarters and a 4-0 decision over Chance Lindquist of Redmond in the semifinals. Reyes getting a leg on Foss. Foss able to counter as well. And they'll return him to the center. Reyes, we said, the number 1 seed. Foss defeated the number 2 seed, Jay DeVera of McMinnville, 12-7 in the first round. Picked up a 7-1 win over Tim Harmon of West Lynn in the quarters. And beat the number 3 seed, Luke Collins of Grants Pass, 6-0 to make the championship. Foss with the escape point takes a 1-0 lead over Reyes, who quickly gets his right leg. Foss, you can see, trying to dive for the outside of the mat and to get out. They'll rule him down, and it's a takedown and a 2-1 lead for Reyes. And now they'll return to the center.
Takedown for Reyes.
40 seconds into the second round. Foss just trying to scramble where he can and get leverage. Got himself overextended in a bad position, and Reyes may make him pay for it right here. Remember, there's nothing David Douglas would like better than a fall to get maximum T points right here. Instead, the near fall will get him 2 more and a 5-1 advantage. Foss close to a reversal here. And he'll get 1 for the escape. It's 5-2 in favor of Reyes. 35 seconds remaining in round number 2 of 3 at 138 pounds.
4-0 for Johnson of Gold Beach over Cardwell.
Reyes got him off his feet. 2 more for a 7-2 lead. Just got the leverage, and once he got him in motion, there was nothing that Foss could do. He'll just try to hang on and get to the third round, trailing by 5. Foss getting the arms extended, has the bridge position, and he'll be able to ride it out for the closing seconds of round number 2. Josh Reyes, 2 minutes away from a state title, has a 7-2 advantage. Now let's see if he tries to pile enough points or goes for the fall. Foss up as we start the third round. Reyes trying to get an escape, but Foss able to turn him and keep on top. Foss trying to figure a way to get Reyes turned. You can see him on the defensive right now. He tries to get position and get to his feet again against Foss. Still hasn't got the escape. Foss trying to get around the right leg. Reyes doing a nice job defensively. Gets him off the mat and picks up another point for that escape for an 8-2 advantage with 1:16 to go. Reyes a quick shot to the right leg. 2 more there and a 10-2 margin. That'll get additional team points. Lets him up for 10-3. So he needs to get another takedown. He's trying to trade 2-for-1s now with 1:03 left. Needs to get a margin of 8 points in order to pick up 1 extra team point. He's up by 7. There's the shot again. Inside the final minute at 1:38. Reyes around on him again. No points yet. And they'll rule the wrestlers off and to a neutral position. 40 seconds remaining. Reyes again quickly for the right leg. Foss trying to get for cover, got away, gets out, and they'll return to the center again. Foss just trying to keep the major decision from happening. 25 seconds remaining, and Foss has to take a shot here somewhere. $15 seconds left. Foss trying to do something. Two of them off the mat with 5 seconds remaining. Reyes knows now he can just backpedal, but he'll go for one more, trying to get the additional 2 points. Unable to do so, but he'll have the decision and pick up a state championship for David Douglas. Reyes, the sophomore, the only finalist that David Douglas has tonight. A great run by Brody Foss. As we said, he came in unseeded and ranked 7th in the state ratings. Knocks off number 2 and number 3 to get to the finals, but not quite enough, as Josh Reyes, sophomore from David Douglas, is your state champion at 138 pounds. We'll bring you some more award presentations. And next up, the 145-pound championship when we return to the 6A finals on OSAA.tv.
We were driving from Portland to California for a bike race when a tire went flat. We limped into Les Schwab, but it was closed for the night. Hoping for some good Les Schwab mojo, we began changing it ourselves. Just then, John appeared and reopened the store. He quickly assessed that all the tires were about to go and got us a new set so we could make the race. Super John deserves a medal for rescuing our road trip. I'm Kim Brown, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
Still 18 seconds left in the match. Lucas Randall of North Marion wins in the 4A division. Ladies and gentlemen, down on mat number 1, Joey Delgado is a four-time scoring state champion. That doesn't happen very many times, folks.
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your attention to the award stands for the awards at 126 pounds. At number 1, the 5A award winners, presented by Mr. Robert Humberford. In 6th place from Hermiston, C.J. Dirksen. In 5th place from Marshfield, Skylar Harvey. 4th place from Hamilton, Trevor Hancock. 3rd place from Cleveland, Max Freud. 2nd place from Churchill, Houston, Ezell. And your 5A 126-pound state champion from Crescent Valley, Alex Rich. At 5, your 6A award winners.
Here are your 6A placers at 126 pounds. In 6th place, Cliff Baxter, a junior from Sprague. In fifth place, Parker Folliard, a junior from Oregon City. Folliard decision Sprague 5-3. In fourth place, J.R. Ramsey, a junior from Centennial. In third place, Jared Sublett, a junior from McMinnville, who won by a 6-3 decision. In second place, Ryan Haney, a senior from Redmond. And your winner by a fall at 144 of the match, number 1 seed senior Peter Russo of Newburgh, your state champion at 126 pounds in the 6A classification.
From Glendale, Stephen Bodnar. In third place, from Crane, Wyatt Clark. In second place, from Neocani, Alejandro Quintana. And your 2A-1A, 126-pound state champion from Culver, Jared Cash. Mat 3, your award winners. In sixth place, from Vail, Lane Cummings. In fifth place, from Illinois Valley, Brandon Parker. In fourth place, from Vail, Mario Ramos. In third place, from Blythe, Alex Holland. In second place, from Dayton, Micah Cisneros. Your 3A 126-pound champion from Blythe High School, Walker Damewood. Your 4A place winners on Mat 2. In sixth place from LeGrand, Ryan Middleton. Fifth place from Cascade, Spencer Crawford. Fourth place from Klamath Union, T. Wynn. Third place from Cascade, Travis Bledsoe. Second place from Cook County, Colbert Meeker. And your 4A 126-pound state champion from North Marion High School, Jake Stiegel.
Moving on to 38 pounds. 138. Excuse me, 145 now. Move along a little faster than that. 145 down on mat number.
We move to the 145-pound match at the 6A state championships. And this one could go a long way toward determining the second place team finisher, as Crater has one of its 3 finalists, but he has to go up against a Roseburg wrestler who's number 1 in the state. That's Reed Van Anroy of Roseburg. He is the man in behind the pair on the right of your picture right now. Van Amroy, the number 1 seed in the state at 32-2, and he takes on Cody Gray of Crater, a junior. Gray is ranked 7th in the state. The two wrestlers have not faced one another this year. Gray qualifying for state for the 3rd time. His best finish was 8th as a freshman. And Van Anroy trying to finish out his junior year with a state championship after being a runner-up as a freshman and a sophomore. And a 2-0 advantage for Van Anroy here in the first round. Allows the escape to Gray for 2-1. Van Anroy trading again, gets the takedown and moves the advantage to 4-1. Had him in trouble momentarily. Gray able to wriggle free a couple times and gets over to his stomach. Prevents the pin, but 2 more points awarded to Van Anroy for a 6-1 margin. 6-1 after just 1 minute of this match. Ralph Davis of Lane County, our lead official on this one, and Ron Haverkost of Salem is the assistant. (6-2) as he allows Gray out again with 25 seconds remaining in the first round. 2 wrestlers will go off the mat. And return to neutral with 22 seconds left in round one. Van Anroy looking for those takedowns. We'll see if he takes another shot here in the final seconds of the opening round. Interestingly, none of the young ladies has come out to tell the officials yet. She just realizes that she's going to run out of time, but she gets a huge break because the wrestlers went off the mat with 1 second remaining. And that'll do it. Got caught napping a little bit there, young lady. Reed Van Anroy won his first round match by a fall in 1:39 over Nick Ott of Westview. Technical fall over Hunter Egger of Clackamas in the second, and a third round fall over Chris Nance of Glencoe in the semifinals. He's a junior, and he leads at 6'2", starting this round in the down position. Gets to his feet, gets at least an escape and maybe a reversal here. Let's see, just the one. Yep, and they hold again. He gave a signal for a point and then held up on it. And it is the reversal now. So 8-2 in favor of Van Anroy here early in the second round. Trying to get Gray turned again. You can see it extended. Gets him down close. The count on. Gray able to avoid it a couple times now. 9-2 our score with those additional back points. Now the question is whether or not it's going to be a fall. Midway in the second round now, and Van Anroy continues to pile up his advantage. Gets 3 more. It's a 12-2 margin now for Van Anroy. Trying to drive right through Gray's body with 45 seconds left in the round. .35 seconds remaining. Van Anroy on top. And he's content now to see what Gray's going to do. Gray down by 10 points. Just trying to hang on and not give Van Anroy a shot to get him turned here in the closing seconds of the round. Van Anroy able to cover that move with 15 seconds remaining. Not going to let Gray up this time, though. And the second round will come to an end with a 10-point advantage for Reed Van Anroy. Gray won his first round match 8-4 over Matique Peoples of Sunset. The quarters, a 3-2 decision over Keith Nichols of Canby, and a fall over Jake Neal of Aloha in the semifinals. We start the third round now. 12-2 advantage for Van Anroy of Roseburg, part of another Roseburg State Championship team. And he just continues to go to work on Cody Gray. Gray's uncle, Denny Walders, part of the coaching staff at Crater, says his uncle has been a large portion of the reason for his success. Right now he's on the edge of having this one come to an end, but Van Anroy couldn't quite get him all the way around. Van Anroy very content with this position right now with a little more than a minute remaining and a 10-point margin over Cody Gray. Van Anroy at 32-2 for the season and showing why he is the top-ranked wrestler at this classification. He'll let him up now for one more at 12-3. 45 seconds remaining in the match. Van Anroy trying to add to the points, and they'll come to middle with 36 seconds remaining. You'd think if you didn't know the score that Van Anroy was trying to come up with something to win a title instead of being ahead by 9 points. Gets 2 more for the takedown there to go to a 14-3 advantage. And there are 15 seconds remaining now in the 145-pound championship match. Twice a state runner-up. This time he's going to get all the way to the top of the podium. A dominating performance by Reed Van Amroy of Roseburg as he records a 14-3 decision and wrap up a state championship at 145 pounds. He adds to Roseburg's team total, but also prevents Crater from picking up additional team points. And Crater will have to rely on its last finalist if they're going to get second place in the team standings. There's your champion, Reed Van Anroy, at 145 pounds. Medal winners at 132 and the 152-pound championship next from the 6A State Wrestling Championships on OSAA.TV.
The Lancers of Churchill pick up a champion at 145.
You can enjoy the best moments from this year's OSAA State Championships over and over again. Just purchase a high-quality DVD from PrepFilms.com. Order online from PrepFilms.com and you'll get an enhanced version that includes scoreboard graphics. PrepFilms.com also has an extensive archive of past OSAA State Championships. PrepFilms.com, your online home for OSAA State Championship video.
Left in round 3 on net 3. Ladies and gentlemen, on mat number 4, that's Quentin Johnston. Holding up a big 4 because, ladies and gentlemen, he is our second 4-time state champion from Golden Beach High School, Quentin Johnson. Just think, between the two brothers, Quinn and his brother Kyle, 7 state champions, and the only time there wasn't when he beat his brother in the finals. We've got Max over here on mat number 1. That's Jake Morris going by. He's a pretty happy camper. Still in the third round out on mat number 2 with DeLuca and Dozier going at it. 9-3 in favor of DeLuca. 11-3 at this point. 11-6 now. And with the match over, Eleazar DeLuca of Phoenix is your state champion at 145 in the 4A division.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention to the award stands for the presentation of awards at 132 pounds. First on mat number 5, the 6A awards presented by Mr. Roger Sales. In 6th place from Hillsboro, Alex Harney.
Here are your 6A placers at 132 pounds. In 6th place, Alex Harnsberger, a junior from Hillsboro. In 5th place, Nate Walters, a freshman from Crater. Walters' decision, Harnsberger, 4-1. In 4th place, Vajif Afrasov, a junior from David Douglas. In 3rd place, Braden Krelwitz, a senior from West Lynn. Krelwitz winning by a 3-1 decision. In 2nd place, Colby Winnett, a freshman from Barlow, and the winner by a 9-2 decision, a junior from McNary, Devin Reynolds. Your placers in 6A at 132 pounds.
In 3rd place from Nestucca, Lucas Leslie. In 2nd place from Culver, Josu Gonzalez. And your 2A, 1A state champion from Gold Beach, Alex Herrera. Mat 3, your 3A place winners presented by Mr. Steve Woods. In 6th place from Holton, Brennan Olson. 5th place from Illinois Valley, Logan Miller. 4th place from Harrisburg, Josh Hendrickson. 3rd place from Illinois Valley, Gabe Miller. 2nd place from Nissa, Dallin Whitberg. And your 3A 132-pound state champion from Willamina, Brandon Miller. 4A state placers on mat number 2, presented by Mr. Charlie Anthony. In 6th place from Cascade, Marcus Andrews. In 5th place from North Marion, Johnny Vara. In 4th place from Sweet Home, Ty Harvey. 3rd place from Tillamook, Jake Fowler. 2nd place from Madras, Miguel Vasquez. And your 4A 132-pound state champion from Henley, Zorg Lustele. Your 5A state place winners on mat number 1 at 132 pounds, presented by Mr. Robert Hungerford. In 6th place from West Albany, David St. Pierre. 5th place from South Albany, Adam Allen. 4th place from Wood River Valley, Andrew D. Hart. 3rd place from Pendleton, Dylan Holcomb. 2nd place from Sherwood, Daniel Leonard. Your 5A 132-pound champion from Hermiston, Tyler Berger.
Yeah.
Down on mat number 5, we're moving into the 152-pound weight class. For the 3rd match in a row, Roseburg presents out Ian Thomas from the Indian.
We move to 152 pounds, and it's an all Roseburg final between two wrestlers who were not seeded at the state tournament level, but are ranked 1st and 2nd in the state in the rankings. Hector Bandera takes on Ian Thomas. Bandera ranked number 1 at 19-2. Thomas ranked number 2 at 20-6. Bandera has defeated Thomas in competition as we get this one underway, and it's points for Roseburg no matter what.
In the center mat, Robert DeLeon of Nissa. And his opponent, Luke O'Connor from Blythe.
The two wrestlers taking quite a bit of time with one another. And how often have they done this in practice? only this time to have it be a state championship bout. 40 seconds in, and no score between these two Roseburg competitors. No points awarded yet. And now a takedown for Thomas. No, make it Mandera, excuse me. As he goes up 2-0, lets Thomas out, and it's 2-1. This 152-pound match, the official is Ron Haverkost of Salem Wrestling Association, and the assistant official is Rick Stewart of Lane County. 2-1 in favor of Mandera. He's a senior. Thomas is a sophomore.
On top in a tie score, 2-2. And Roseburg goes at it down on mat number 5.
$15 seconds remaining in the first round. Steve Lander watching his two wrestlers go off. How do you handle this one? Which corner does the head coach sit in? I suppose you sit with the senior. As we come to the end of round 1. Mandera choosing to go in the down position, leading it by a 2-1 score over Ian Thomas. So Thomas knows here he's going to have to do something to get points. If he lets Mandera free, it's another point for his teammate. And they'll go off the mat. Good call by the officials there. 2-1 score. Mandera down and Thomas up. Mandera staying in the circle this time and now escapes for a 3-1 advantage. The senior and the sophomore. Sort of a passing the crown maybe at this weight classification, but you know that Mandera, as the upperclassman, feels the need to go out on the upper end of this score. Thomas trying to find a place. Mandera pretty good defensively. Midway through the second round, it's a 3-1 advantage. Mandera on the right, Thomas on the left. The two Roseburg High School teammates. Thomas going for the shoot on the left leg, but Mandera able to fend that off again. Mandera kind of gauging his distance there. Mandera continuing to try to get a little hand on the head of Thomas as we go into the final 20 seconds of round 2. Neither wrestler taking much in the way of risks right now. And Mandera will be on top with a 3-1 advantage as we go to the third round. Mandera won by a technical fall over Jeff Brown of Reynolds in the first round. A 14-3 margin over the particularly wrestling named Andy Pinn of Tigard in the quarters. They'll start from a neutral position. And then Mandera over Austin Sukost of Centennial by a fall in the semifinals. Thomas a 13-3 decision over Elijah Taylor of David Douglas in the first round. 14-3 over Johnny Crail of Aloha in the quarters. And 9-5 over the number 1 seed Stephen Doman of Canby in the semifinals. 25 seconds into the third round here, a 3-2 score as Mandera conceded the point, allowing Thomas to come up from the neutral position to start the round. And did either of these young men figure in all the times they went head-to-head during this season that they'd go head-to-head one last time in the biggest venue of them all? A takedown for Thomas could knock off the senior. Mandera blocking and defending as best as he can inside the final minute of the third round. Thomas keeps trying to make the move low, and Mandera able to keep him down and keep leverage with 45 seconds remaining. 3-2. Mandera and Thomas with 30 seconds left in the All-Roseburg final at 152. Mandera just hanging on at the 1-point advantage. Thomas has to make a move somewhere. 15 seconds remaining. He keeps trying to go low, and Mandera able to fend him off, but this time Thomas has the left leg, but Mandera able to escape and needs to defend for 5 more seconds. He'll go for the leg, go on to the offensive. Why not? No points awarded. Will they give him any? It won't matter. No points, and it finishes a 3-2 decision between the two Roseburg High School teammates. Mandera, the number 1 ranked wrestler at 152, closes out his senior campaign with a state championship. For Ian Thomas, a sophomore year that sees him finish number 2. And the Roseburg Indians add to their trophy case. An all-Indians final, and Hector Mandera, your state champion at 152 pounds. 138-pound awards and the 160-pound championship match come your way next from the 6A State Wrestling Championships on OSAA.tv.
If you've stopped saving, let us help you start. Savings today and rewards tomorrow from U.S. Bank. Save a little every week with every purchase, every paycheck. Watch your savings grow. When you reach $1,000, you'll earn a $50 rewards Visa card. Earn another $50 when you keep it for a year. Save for a wedding day, a family, or your house. Just start. All of us serving you. U.S. Bank.
Picks up another championship on mat number 1. Wins the state championship. How about that? The Tobin Bulldogs championship bout. We've got more trophy presentations, more great action, including a Lowell versus Lowell matchup coming up. Watching the 2012 OSAA U.S. Bank Lunch Swap time.
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your attention to your 138-pound place winners. Starting out at mat number 4 in the 2A 1A. In fourth place from Pine Eagle, J.D. Luberg. In third place from Central Lynn, Josue Aviles. In second place from Lowell, Josh Cardwell. And your champion from Gold Beach, Kyle Johnston. Mat number 3, 3A. In sixth place from Willamina, Brandon England. In fifth place from Dayton, Nathan Tompkins. Fourth place from Harrisburg, Clay McClure. Third place from Clyde, Garrett Short. Second place from Burns, Seth Nonnenmacher. And your 3A 138-pound state champion from Myrtle Point, Tanner Canada. 4A on mat number 2 at 138 pounds. In sixth place from Estacada, Spencer Bradford. In fifth place from Cook County, Brendan Harkey. Fourth place from State, Shane Shepard. Third place from Brookings Harbor, Cole Hannon. Second place from Sweet Home, Tyler Cowger. And your 4A 138-pound state champion from North Marion, Lucas Randall. Five A placers on mat number 1. In sixth place from Silverton, Clancy Brady. Fifth place from Pendleton, Colt Glenn. Fourth place from West Albany, John Hesseltine. Third place from Sandy, Brandon Mowry. Second place from Pendleton, Piper McCallum. And your 5A 138-pound state champion for the fourth time from Hermiston, Joey Delgado.
And here are your placers in the 6A classification at 138 pounds. In sixth place, Justin Lowe, a senior from McNary. In fifth place, Jay DeVera, a senior from McMinnville, who decisioned Lowe 14-2. In fourth place, Luke Collins, a senior from Grants Pass. Third place, Chance Lindquist, a junior from Redmond. Lindquist victorious by a fall in the second round. In second place is Brody Foss, a junior from Roseburg, and your state champion at 138 pounds by a 10-3 decision, Josh Reyes, a sophomore from David Douglas. Your award winners in the 6A at 138 pounds.
On the 5A mat, coming out at 160 pounds, Garrett Lauricia of Lebanon, and his opponent, Kyle Bateman of San Diego.
At 160 pounds in the 6A classification, we have the number 1 ranked wrestler in the state against a surprise finalist as Boomer Fleming, sophomore from Redmond, ranked number 1, seeded number 2 in the tournament, meets Tyler Che, a junior from West Lynn. Che upset the number 1 seed and third ranked wrestler in the state, Kyle Vanderkin of Forest Grove, to get to the finals. Che on the left now in the green of West Lynn. Fleming of Redmond on the right. Redmond starting the night in 7th place, looking to get some points here. Che is ranked the 11th in the state in the state wrestling individual wrestler rankings, whistling a stoppage here. It's a 2-1 advantage for Che right now. Shea finishing first in the state in freestyle cadet last year. Fleming fourth in the state meet last year, third in the Reesers Tournament of Champions, and takes a 3-2 advantage now with the takedown of Shea. Has him close. Shea able to get turned back over. Will Fleming get any additional points here? 40 seconds remaining in the first round.
Scores after 145 pounds in sixth place with 70 points, Ontario. Fifth place with 70.5, North Marion. Fourth place.
25 seconds remaining in the first round.
Third place with 144, Sweet Home.
And they'll bring him to a stop.
Second place with 179, Cascade. And your leader with 185.5 points, the Henley Hornets. 5A scores. Top 5.
20 seconds remaining in the first round. Fleming in the white of Redmond, leading it 6-2 now over Che of West Lynn.
In second place with 150 points, Pendleton, and your leader with 160 points.
And they'll untangle for the final 5 seconds.
And your 6A team race in fifth place with 89 points, Sprague. In fourth place with 90, Oregon City. Third place with 101.5, Crater. In second place by a half point with 102, David Douglas.
And our first round comes to an end.
With 227 points, Roseburg.
Start of the second round, Fleming on top. We're just getting an update on the team race as well. And it's really going to come down between David Douglas and Crater. David Douglas has a half-point lead over Crater. Crater has one wrestler remaining for a chance at the second place trophy. We'll tell you more about that in a little bit. Right now we continue with this match. Fleming with a 6-2 advantage over Tyler Che. Boomer Fleming at 20-4 coming in. And there is the fall. Coming at 3:43 in the match. And Fleming picks up some good team points for Redmond. And Boomer Fleming, your state champion at 160 pounds with the fall over Tyler Che of West Lynn. When we return, we'll hand out the awards at 145 pounds and get you set for the 170-pound championship match. 5 finals to go from the 6A Wrestling Championships. You're watching it all on OSAA.tv.
My friends and I were driving to the Salt Lake Airport to fly to a music teachers conference when our tires started going flat. We called the Les Schwab in Ogden, Utah, and they said,
"Come on in."
They were so fast, we didn't even eat the free popcorn.
There you go.
And we even made our flight. In a world where such great customer service is not always the case, it's nice to know there's Les Schwab. I'm Bonnie Lamborn, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
This match. If he wins, Sprague takes third. If he wins, Crater takes second. I mean, Sprague takes fourth, but they get a trophy. If he wins, they get second.
Lazarus from Lowell winning by a call. Three to three tie on mat number 2. £145 you need to be in your placement chairs.
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your attention to the award winners at 145 pounds. Mat number 3, that's 3A. In 6th place from Riverside, Trevor Kraft. In 5th place from San Christian, Jacob Howard. 4th place from Willamina, Travis Hunt. 3rd place from Nissa, Nick Contreras. 2nd place from Lakeview, Jay Lisney. Ladies and gentlemen, your 3A state champion at 145 pounds from Glide High School, Jake Forrester. On mat 2, your 4A state place winners. In 6th place from Ontario, Max Maida. In 5th place from Banks, Travis Thompson. In 4th place from Crook County, Alex Urea. In 3rd place from Malone, Zach Trask. In 2nd place from Cascade, Ryan Dosler. And your 4A 145-pound state champion from Phoenix, Eleazar DeLuca. On mat 1, your 5A state placers. In 6th place from Hood River Valley, Cesar Zarate. In 5th place from Crescent Valley, Brennan King. In 4th place from Hermiston, Lupe Delgado. In 3rd place from Silverton, Nick Camus. In 2nd place from Dallas, Wyatt Passantino. And your 5A 145-pound state champion from Churchill High School, Joe Potts. Mat number 5, the 6A place winners.
Here are your placers at 145 pounds in the 6A classification. In 6th place, Brandon Detra, a senior from Tigard. In 5th place, Chris Nance, a senior from Glencoe. Nance decision Detra 4-2. In 4th place, Jake Neal, a junior from Aloha. In 3rd place, Keith Nichols, a junior from Canby. Nichols decision Neal by a 9-2 margin. In 2nd place, Cody Gray, a junior from Crater, and your state champion at 145 pounds by a 14-3 decision, a junior from Roseburg High School, Reed Van Anroy. Those are your 6A placers at 145 pounds.
In 3rd place from Vernonia, Quinn Johansson. In 2nd place from Crane, Zach Cody. Ladies and gentlemen, your state champion for the 4th time from Gold Beach, Quinn Johnston.
Moving on to mat number 5 in the 6A division.
At 170 pounds, a great showdown here for the state championship as the top 2 seeds and top 2 ranked wrestlers have made it through and will face each other for the first time this year. Number 1 seed Jake Bennett, a senior from Forest Grove, will take on number 2 seed Jacob Childs, a senior from Barlow. Your referee for this championship match is Todd Kleigel from Blue Mountain Wrestling, and he's assisted by Bradley Covington of Lane County. Childs from Barlow on the right now, and Bennett from Forest Grove on the left. Bennett, a 3-time state placer. He has a 36-1 record with 29 pins this year. That's a school record for Forest Grove. And he gets on the board first with the takedown and a 2-0 decision over Jacob Childs. Wrestlers off the mat. Childs a 2-time regional champion. Bennett on top, 45 seconds gone.
Now 6-3, now
Midway through the first round, and neither wrestler doing much right now. Bennett hanging on. Childs trying to figure out a route to escape as they both go off the mat again with 48 seconds left in the first round. Bennett has won all of his previous matches by falls. Second round over Kyle Williams of Sprague in the opener. First round over Gunnar Sigato of Redmond in the quarters. And early second round over Ryan Harmon of West Lynn in the semifinals. 35 seconds remaining in the opening round. The one takedown for Bennett so far, the only scoring in this 170-pound championship match. Childs getting to a bridge here. Can't quite sustain it, though. And Bennett able to bring him back down again with 15 seconds remaining. Bennett a good secure hold on that back right leg. Changes hands now in the final seconds of round number one. Childs unable to get free. 2-0 in favor of Bennett as we make the flip to go to the second round. Childs, as we said, seeded number 2. Decision Chad Lowe of Grants Pass 12-6 in the opening round. Won by a second round fall over Kage Wabansi of Tualatin in the quarters. And a 9-3 decision over the number 3 seed Ryan Sheen of Grants Pass in the semifinals. Bennett continuing to stay atop Childs. Trying to get around him a little bit and make that attack from the left side. Childs bridging with that right forearm. Bennett continuing to try to outflank him, but can't get to that right arm. Childs again able to get to 4-point momentarily, but that's about as far as he's been able to do. And Bennett again gets that right leg tucked underneath and has a hand on the ankle. A 2-0 advantage for Bennett right now as we head to the midway point of round two. Bennett to start on top. No scoring so far in this second round, and in fact, no scoring since the initial takedown of the match. Childs again up. Bennett able to break him back down. Final 30 seconds of round number two. Childs trying to drive through Bennett a little bit here and get to him. Bennett with, again, some good arm work and good upper body strength, able to maintain control with 10 seconds left in the round. Can't quite get Childs turned. Tries to get him up and over, but unsuccessful again. And will come to an end in the second round, still at 2-0. Jake Bennett, the number 1 seed from Forest Grove. Jacob Childs, the number 2 seed from Barlow. 2 minutes left in this 170-pound match. Bennett trying to fend off the takedown attempt here. And they'll call them to a halt 20 seconds into round 3. No points awarded yet to Childs. And he starts here in the up position. Knowing that if he gives up an escape to Bennett, it's going to be even tougher to rally. Continues to work. Bennett got loose. That should be one. Yep. 3-0 in favor of Bennett. Childs unable to get a takedown as he tried to come right back. 40 seconds gone into the third round, and it's a 3-0 advantage now for Bennett of Forest Grove. Back to the center they come. Quick shoot there by Bennett. Childs gets on top, though, prevents the deficit from jumping to 5-0. But Childs has got to get some offense going here in a hurry, and they'll bring him back to center. Childs takes a quick shot. Bennett able again to maintain on top, and Childs can't get around him. 35 seconds remaining. And Bennett again puts that upper body to work. .20 seconds left, and he knows right now all he really needs to do is prevent Childs from getting him in trouble. Into the final 10 seconds, and Childs cannot find anywhere to get on the attack. Bennett will ride it out, and he will be a state champion. Your 170-pound champion, Jake Bennett of Forest Grove, by a 3-0 decision over Jacob Childs. When we return, we'll present the awards at 152 pounds, and then we'll have the match that has by far the greatest bearing on the team championship tonight when we return to the 6A Wrestling Championships on OSAA.tv.
High school sports officials. Out. They give back by staying involved in the games they love.
2, green, takedown.
They help our athletes play by the rules.
Travel.
They earn extra money while doing it. And they have a chance to go to state every year. There are 3,700 certified officials in Oregon, and we're looking for more. How about you?
Holding on the offense.
Become an official. Contact the Oregon Athletic Officials Association.
Make the call.
State champion at 170 pounds.
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your attention to the presentation awards at 152 pounds. First up, Mat 2, your 4A place winners. Presented by Mr. Charlie Anthony. 6th place from Crook County, Tyler Rockwood. 5th place from Mazama, Eric O'Reilly. 4th place from Malone, Michael Hill. 3rd place from Hidden Valley, Seth Sotelo. 2nd place from Malala, Cole McGann. And your 4A 152-pound state champion from McLaughlin, Ryan Bullock. Your 5A place winners on mat number 1, presented by Mr. Robert Hungerford. In 6th place from Summit, Connor Ruth. In 5th place from Sherwood, Danny Rice. In 4th place from Hood River Valley, David Brunk. In 3rd place from Dallas, Josh Christensen. In 2nd place from Churchill, Chase Kearney. And your 5A 5A 152-pound state champion from Hermiston, Abraham Rodriguez. 6A place winners on mat number 5, presented by Mr. Robert.
Your place winners at 152 pounds in the 6A classification. In 6th place is Austin Sukost, a senior from Centennial. In 5th place, Tiger Posh, a junior from McMinnville. In 4th place, Stephen Doman, a senior from Canby. 3rd place, Elijah Taylor, a junior from David Douglas, who beat Doman by a 5-3 overtime margin. In 2nd place, Ian Thomas, a sophomore from Roseburg, and your state champion at 152 pounds, a 3-2 decision, also from Roseburg High School, senior Hector Mandera. Your state place winners at 152 pounds.
2nd place from Lowell, Jackson Ward. And your 2A 1A state champion from Culver, Jesus Brentano. Your 3A place winners on mat 3 is presented by Mr. Steve Woods. In 6th place from Willamina, Michael Stewart. 5th place from Willamina, Trevor Hunt. 4th place from Myrtle Point, Bradley Raines. 3rd place from Burns, Matson Gailey. 2nd place from Nissa, Robert De Leon. And your 3A 152-pound state champion from Clyde High School, Luke O'Connor.
At 182 pounds, a great matchup, but also one that's very intriguing with regard to the state chase. We have a chance for a 4-time state champion, who would be the 3rd tonight. Brandon Griffin from Sprague, who is on the right as we get underway. He's going against Chance Fandrich of Crater. Griffin, as we said, trying to become a 4-time state champion. He is an 8-time All-American. But let's put this match also in perspective for the state trophies. If Griffin is able to win, Sprague would temporarily move into 4th place in the team standings and the final trophy position at the end of the night. They would move ahead of Oregon City, but Oregon City has 1 wrestler remaining. If Fandrich picks up the victory, Crater would move into 2nd place in the standings. They currently trail David Douglas by half a point, but Fandrich is the last Crater wrestler of the night. So he must win or Crater finishes 3rd. They will do no worse than 3rd. Sprague gets a win. They temporarily take over 4th, but as we said, Oregon City will still have a shot. Griffin, number 1, undefeated for the year. Fandrich, number 2. These 2 wrestlers have not faced one another this season. 2-1 our score in favor of Griffin. He is on the right. Fandrich in the gray on the left. And they'll return to the center with 43 seconds remaining in the first round. Griffin, also a 3-time Reesers champion. One of the most outstanding wrestlers, obviously, in state history, as well as the Sprague High School program's history. And both wrestlers go tumbling well out of the circle with 20 seconds left in the first round. Griffin leading Fandrich 2-1. And Fandrich's headgear coming off will make an immediate stop with 14 seconds left in the first round while he reattaches that. Bradley Covington of Lane County, our referee for this match. Clarence Cole of Klamath Falls assisting him. last seconds of round number 1. And Brandon Griffin of Sprague with a 2-1 lead after round 1. Griffin with a fall in the first round over Ryan Pappenfuse of Aloha. A 16-7 decision over Andrew Wheaton of Roseburg in the quarters. And a fall at 101 over Troy Jackson of Hillsborough in the semis. He starts up as we open the second round. Fandrich, we said, the number 2 seed. So the top 2 have made it through to this championship. And he lets him up. It's a 2-2 score on the escape by Fandrich. Immediately back to the takedown goes Griffin. He'll get at least 2. 4-2 in favor of Griffin. And Fandrich able to get over onto his belly. No additional points awarded as they come back to the center. 1:27 left in the second period. Griffin again allowing the escape for Fandrich. It's 4-3 in favor of Griffin. 1:15 left in period number 2. Griffin immediately back out after having his attack blocked. And the two will jockey back off the mat into the center midway through the second period. Griffin on the left going for his 4th state championship. And again to the center with 30 seconds left in period number 2. Griffin low early, kind of gave that one away to Fandrich, an easy block that time. And the wrestlers off again with 9 seconds remaining in period number 2. Not a lot of action so far in this second period. And we will head to the third with a 1-point margin between Griffin and Fandrich. Fandrich won his opening round match with a fall in 110 over Paul Carlson of Lake Oswego. Decision Chris Lindholm of Century 9-4 in the quarters, and won by a fall over Connor Cheel of Tualatin in the semifinals. He'll start up trailing by a point in this third period. An escape for Griffin would give him a 2-point lead. Fandrich trying to lift him. Griffin able to get off that. Gets the escape and will extend his advantage to 5-3. So Fandrich will need a takedown now to square the match. His points have all come off of escapes that Griffin has conceded to him. Fandrich has been trying to find an opening, but Griffin, with a nice technical job, has really negated anything that Fandrich has tried so far. 1:25 left in the third. Brandon Griffin trying to close out as a 4-time state champion and give his team at least a shot at a team trophy. Another point for Griffin and a 5-3 advantage. 6-3 as they award another point. Midway through the third round, and Fandrich is going to have to take a shot somewhere here. Griffin aggressive coming out of this restart. Caught Fandrich off balance perhaps a little bit. May not get points, but he'll use the clock by keeping Fandrich on the defensive. 30 seconds left, a 6-3 advantage for Griffin. And he has negated Fandrich throughout this match as they come off again. 23 seconds left. Kerry Haddon, his coach, up hollering at him in the closing seconds here. And Griffin will just upper body. Oh, he got Fandrich turned there as he went for it. Big points here. They get the fall, and that is important for Sprague because it means now that Oregon City will have to win by a fall or at least a technical fall if they're to move back ahead of Sprague in the team chase. So at 5:47, the fall happens, and Griffin is a 4-time state champion, the third one of the night. Sprague now at 95 points in fourth place in the team race. Oregon City at 90. So important there as well. And Brandon Griffin adds his name to the honor roll list of 4-time state champions with a victory at 182 pounds. 160-pound awards, 195-pound finals are next from the 6A State Wrestling Tournament. You're watching it on OSAA.tv.
If you've stopped saving, let us help you start. Savings today and rewards tomorrow from U.S. Bank. Save a little every week with every purchase, every paycheck. Watch your savings grow. When you reach $1,000, you'll earn a $50 rewards Visa card. Earn another $50 when you keep it for a year. Save for a wedding day, a family, or your house. Just start. All of us serving you. U.S. Bank.
Scored. Now the other wrestler is down for 30 seconds. Ties the score. Ryker Smith of West Albany is a champion in the 5A division.
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your attention to the place winners at 160 pounds. On that one, the 5A taking 5th place from men, Willie Act. In 4th place from Willamette, Joe Jones. 3rd place from Dallas, Tyler Payne. 2nd place from Sandy Kyle Bateman. Your 5A 160-pound champion from Lebanon, Garrett Yerudia. Down on mat number 5, the 6A place.
Here are the award winners in the 160-pound classification for the 6A Wrestling Championships. In 6th place, Taylor Becker, a senior from Clackamas. 5th place, Kyle Vanderkin, a senior from Forest Grove. He decisioned Becker 5-2. In 4th place, John Morin, a junior from Hillsboro. 3rd place, Javier Mandera, a senior from Roseburg. He won by an 11-4 decision. In 2nd place, Tyler Che, a junior from West Lynn. And your winner by a fall at 3:43, a sophomore from Redmond, Boomer Fleming. Medal winners at 160 pounds in the 6A classification. Stay tuned. We'll be back next with a 195-pound match.
Chase Anderson. In 5th place from Henley, Harmon Peter. 4th place from Crook County, Dean Smith. 3rd place from State, Cody Branch. 2nd place from McLaughlin, Francisco Saldana. And your 4A 160-pound state champion from Cottage Grove, Josh Stanley.
Randy Hecker from Les Schwab, please come to the head table. Randy Hecker from Les Schwab, please come to the head table.
We move to the 195-pound weight classification here at the 6A Wrestling Championships. Number 1 seed and number 1 ranked wrestler Jacob Turek, a senior from Hillsboro, takes on the number 3 seed, a junior from Lake Oswego, Austin Fonts, who is ranked 5th in the state rankings. Fonts in the blue and Turek in the white of Hillsboro. Turek finishing 6th in the state in 2010. Fonts, an Oregon national team member last year and a Region 2 champion. Clarence Cole of Klamath Falls Wrestling, our official for this one, is assisted by Milo Mescal of Metro West Wrestling. And time called as Turek with an injury. Turek won in the first round over Darren Anderson of McKay by a fall in 117. Got a technical fall over Quincy Clarkson of David Douglas in the quarters, and a close 8-7 decision over Tyler Brown of McNary in the semifinals. Trainers continue to attend to Turek as he got poked in the eye. Fonts, we mentioned, the number 3 seed coming into the tournament, defeated Casey Gates, a junior from Redmond, 5-0 in the opening round. Was victorious over Ben Kiesel, a senior from Westview, 4-0 in the quarterfinals, and also had a close match in the semis, beating Dre Johnson, a senior from Southridge, by a 3-2 margin to get to this championship bout. Fonts trying to stay a little bit loose as they continue to attend to Jacob Turek of Hillsboro. Reminder, too, that you can check out action on any of the other classifications. Click over to any of the other windows on OSAA.tv as all 5 championship match are being presented to you Each and every mat has its own spot right here on OSAA.tv. And if you want souvenir DVDs of tonight's championships, you can order them online anytime at prepfilms.com. Of course, OSAA.tv, your home for championship action throughout the year in Oregon high school sports and activities. We are 35 seconds into this 195-pound match. And Jacob Turek continuing to be attended to here. Fonts putting the T-shirt back on in an effort to try to stay warm a little bit. Coach is working with him on some technique now as they... This one an untimed medical break too, by the way. I know sometimes you wonder what the time clock is and the count is. This one with no clock on it.
Interesting tidbit of information. Lake Oswego has not had a man in the finals since 1988.
An interesting note just passed along by the public address announcer that Austin Fonts is the first Lake Oswego wrestler to reach a championship final since 1988. Should he be victorious, he would be their first state champion in nearly 40 years. Not since 1976 have the Lakers had a wrestling state champion. I think they said his coach, Brett McDonald, was the last guy to be successful for the Lakers. McDonald to the left of your screen, you can see there working with Fonts. As we continue to tend to Jacob Turek, the senior from Hillsboro. One of the trainers has gone back to the kit to get something extra. And finally, Turek able to return to the mat. And we'll continue action here with 1:25 remaining in round one. Turek of Hillsboro in the white, Fonts of Lake Oswego in the blue, and now the headgear comes off for Turek. First minute gone, and still no score between Fonts and Turek. Neither wrestler really able to get a hold or the type of leverage that he's looking for right now. And again, a shot to the eye. They're telling Turek to stay out on the mat. 30 seconds remaining in round one. Wrestlers off the mat with 12 seconds remaining in the period. And in a round that perhaps saw more work by the trainers than either wrestler, we come to the end of a scoreless first round between Turek and Fonts. Turek will start down here to open the second round. Don't forget to put the second round up on the clock. Now they get it fixed. And a reversal given now. And let's see, they have not posted scoring yet. As both hands went up, the officials will confer. Coaches are up, wrestlers are up. And now we have blood as well for Turek. They've given Turek 2 and a reversal, I believe, for Fonts. No, they've given all the points. Oh, wait a minute, they're going to go back and change it again. I think it is 2-2. All right, they need to reset the scoreboard, and we're still waiting here. They're currently showing it as 4-2 for Turek, who continues to be attended to. He's had a rough go of it here so far in this match. A couple of pokes to the eye and now some blood. Now they do a little mat cleaning as well. A reminder, you can watch the replay of our championships anytime on demand at OSAA.tv. All right, 144, second round. It is 4-2 in favor of Turek. He is in the down position now. And did he get a reversal? Yes, nice turn right there. Very quick turnaround. And again, the Lake Oswego coach is upset, but it looked like a good move. 6-2 score. Turek now in the up position. Trying to find a way to get around on Fonts a little bit. Fonts to his feet. He'll get the 1 point for the escape. It's now 6-3 in favor of Turek. 1:05 to go in our second round. Turek showing a little bit more speed than Fonts so far in this match. And again, after a scoreless first period, we've had a little bit more activity here in the second. Fonts tried the high shot. Turek getting low on him. Got him in position. Two more. Will he get the fall? Fonts able to avoid that. Fonts over on his stomach, but two more awarded for the back points for 10-3 margin. 30 seconds remaining in the second round. And Turek really going to work now. Fonts trying to get a leg in underneath himself a little bit. Now gets to both knees with 15 seconds left. And they'll bring them back to center. Turek maintaining his control here. Fonts trying to make a quick turn, will be unable to get any more points, and will go to the third round with Jacob Turek leading it by a 10-3 margin over Austin Fonts. Turek ranked first, Fonts fifth in the state rankings. And we start from neutral in the third. Off the mat they go. Turek a good lift, and there's two more for a 12-3 advantage. So Fonts, as we mentioned, will be the first Lake Oswego Laker to get there in a while, but apparently, barring a real turnaround here, will not be the Lakers' first champion in 36 years. 12-4 our score as Turek lets Fonts back up. 1:20 remaining in the third round. And Turek again, after three different medical stoppages, a couple of pokes in the eye and once for blood, has been able to bounce back from those and take control of this match. Fonts has got to figure out something in a hurry here. Turek able to get low on him again, but comes back to neutral. And Turek continuing to work high and low, gets around on him again for two more. 14-4 in favor of Turek with 50 seconds remaining in the match. He'll be very content to let time move along in this position. And Font's not able to get anything going right now. He's starting to run out of gas in the closing seconds. Turek with that huge second period after we were scoreless in the first, and we'll come back to the middle with 30 seconds remaining. Fonts trying to get the leg around. He's taking his shot. He has to right now at 14-6 with 20 seconds left, but Turek able to get around again. 16-6, back to the 10-point margin, and inside the final 10 seconds of the match, and a state championship for Jacob Turek. He'll let Fonts back up and just let the clock ride out. He looks over at the board to see the time, knows he's got the victory by a 9-point margin, and he will take a state championship. Rough going early, as it took a long while, especially with that first medical delay when Turek got poked in the eye. But he's able to come back and pick up a 16-7 decision, and Jacob Turek is your state champion at 195 pounds. We'll hand out the awards at 170 pounds, and in fact, let's keep it right here for right now at 170 pounds because they're handing out the award winners at 170, so we'll go right to that for you. And in sixth place at 170 pounds was Chad Lowe of Grants Pass, who lost to his teammate Ryan Sheen by an 11-8 decision, Sheen finishing in fifth place. In fourth place was Reed Shipley, a junior from North Medford. Third place, Ryan Harmon, a senior from West Lynn, who won by an 8-3 decision. In second place was Jacob Childs, senior from Barlow. And your winner at 170 pounds by a 3-0 decision is Jake Bennett of Forest Grove, state champion at 170 pounds. 2 matches left. Oregon City's chance to move back up in the team standings comes next. You're watching the 6A Wrestling Championships on OSAA.tv.
You can enjoy the best moments from this year's OSAA State Championships over and over again. Just purchase a high-quality DVD from PrepFilms.com. Order online from PrepFilms.com and you'll get an enhanced version that includes scoreboard graphics. PrepFilms.com also has an extensive archive of past OSAA State Championships. PrepFilms.com, your online home for OSAA State Championship video.
170-pound state champion from Cascade High School, Tyler Howell. Place winners at Nat 1 for 5A. In 6th place from Ben Gunnar Crawford. In 5th place from Pendleton, Alex Ortiz. 4th place from Lebanon, Daniel Aranda. 3rd place from Summit, Joaquin Reyes. 2nd place from Silverton, Quinn Dreher. And ladies and gentlemen, for the 4th time in Oregon, at 170 pounds, your state champion from Churchill, Zach Brunson.
At 220 pounds, and an important bout in the point totals. It's Mick Doherty, the 2nd seed, a senior from Barlow, ranked number 1 in the state, against Michael McCoy, who was unseeded in the tournament, but ranked 3rd in the state rankings. The two of them have not faced one another. McCoy needs to get a pin, a fall, in order for Oregon City to move back ahead of Sprague and claim 4th place at the state championships. If he wins by a major decision, at least 8 points, Sprague and Oregon City would be tied. If he wins by a technical fall, Oregon City would claim 4th by half a point. Doherty in the dark singlet from Barlow, McCoy from Oregon City in the white. Doherty has finished 7th and 2nd in state tournament action before. Doherty had a shot, almost got it back the other direction, and now will pick up 2 points for the takedown. Doherty 2 and McCoy nothing. McCoy to his feet quickly. Got the escape, almost got the reversal. It's 2-1. Two points immediately again for Doherty. Points haven't been posted yet. They gave a signal. Yep, there they give it again to tell them. It is a 4-1 margin in favor of Doherty. 50 seconds remaining in this first round. McCoy thought he had a reversal momentarily, but didn't get all the way through it. .30 seconds left in this opening round. Doherty of Barlow in the dark singlet, the navy blue and gold of Barlow. McCoy in the white with red and black of Oregon City. 15 seconds remaining. McCoy trying to get to his feet, but Doherty able to contain him. And that should be enough to bring our first round to a close. Doherty defeated Jeremy Sullivan of Forest Grove by a fall in the first round. Dakota Church of Newburgh by a fall in the quarterfinals. And Ben Gorogolzari of Roseburg by a fall in the semifinals. McCoy in the up position, and Doherty able to escape to add another point and take a 5-1 lead in the opening seconds of round number 2. Two more and close to a fall here. Remember, Oregon City has to get points in this match. It's a 7-1 lead for Barlow now. Oregon City needs points to move back up in the team standings into 4th. Doherty with a 7-1 advantage now, 35 seconds into round 2. As McCoy down again, close. He's going to pick up additional points here. And McCoy then able to spin away to avoid the fall. Close to him again. McCoy again able to get turned over. And 3 points for the near fall awarded to Doherty, 10-1. 45 seconds remaining, has him close again. McCoy able to scramble out of it to avoid the fall, but he'll be down with 40 seconds remaining and a 12-1 score now, as 2 more are given to Doherty. .30 seconds remaining in the second round. And McCoy just trying to hang in there and get it to a third round. Doherty looking at the referee, and there's the fall. And perhaps the happiest wrestlers in the building outside of Mick Doherty are the wrestlers from Sprague High School, because that victory for Doherty clinches 4th place for Sprague in the team standings. One match remaining. We'll hand out the awards at 182 and get you to the big guys and close things out from Memorial Coliseum. There's your winner. Mick Doherty of Barlow is a state champion at 220. Back after this on OSAA.TV.
My family and I were enjoying a big vacation in Tahoe. After a great day on the mountain, our car wouldn't start. I got a jump, but it kept dying. Everyone in town said,
"Go to Les Schwab."
When I pulled up, George delivered. He quickly tested the battery and confirmed it was a goner. While he installed a new one, I finally got my first relaxation of the vacation. It's nice to be treated like a neighbor so far from home. I'm Clay Gilman, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
Williams of Madras. He's a state champion. Travis Williams of the White Buffaloes. Ben Rabishki from Dallas. the Dragons champions.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention to the award stands for the place winners at 182 pounds. First on mat number 4 of 2A 1A. Placing fourth for Joseph Matthew Stagel. Third for Neocani Austin Cherry. Second for Nonia Jake Stevens. And the 2A 1A 182-pound champion from Lowell, Max Caceres. Mat 3, the 3A place winners. In 6th place from Road River, Garrett Dees. In 5th place from Harrisburg, Lauren Traw. In 4th place from Coquille, Michael Wilmine. In 3rd place from Sheridan, Kyle Welchel. In 2nd place from Dayton, Daniel Dixon. And your 3A 182-pound champion from Riverside, Britton Hanson. For a place winners on mat 2, in 6th place from Sweet Home, Chance Yucatan. In 5th place from Brookings Harbor, CJ Paxton. 4th place from Cascade, Zach Soto. 3rd place from Lapine, Garrett Searcy. 2nd place from Henley, Philip Morgan. And your 4A 182-pound state champion from Cascade, Cody Crawford. On mat 1, the 5A place winners. In 6th place from Ben, Kenny Daly. In 5th place from Cleveland, Keegan Hammond. 4th place from Hood River Valley, Nick Morgan. 3rd place from Eagle Point, Johnny Wilkerson. 2nd place from Sandy Manny Dickinson. And your 5A 182-pound state champion from West Albany, Riker Smith. Your 6A place winner.
And here's our award winners at 182 pounds in the 6A classification. In 6th place, Chris Lindholm, a senior from Century. In 5th place, Connor Cheel, a senior from Tualatin, who won by a fall in 2:36. In 4th place, Troy Jackson, a senior from Hillsboro. In 3rd place, Andrew Wheaton, a senior from Roseburg, who won by a fall in 3:24. In 2nd place, Chance Fondrich, a senior from Crater. And your winner at 182 pounds, winner by a fall at 5:47, a 4-time state champion senior from Sprague, Brandon Griffin is your state champion at 182 pounds in the 6A classification.
And the 285-pound weight class, on mat number 5 in the 6A division, Mark.
Time for our final match of the night. And one more chance for the Roseburg Indians to add to their point total, as senior Mark Randall, the number 1 seed at 285, will take on Chet Spears, a junior from Sheldon. Randall finishing 4th previously at state. He won the Reesers Tournament of Champions. He has defeated Spears earlier this season. Spears ranked 3rd in the state rankings. And Roseburg will try to put the exclamation point on its state championship here. Ralph Davis of Lane County is our official for this one, and Ron Haverkost of Salem is the assistant. We're underway. Our final match of the night at 285 pounds. Wrestlers go off the mat. Good job by Spears to stay on top of Randall there to control him on the takedown attempt. 30 seconds gone in this state championship match. And they'll go off once again. Midway through the first round and no score. It's Mark Randall of Roseburg and Chet Spears of Sheldon. And the wrestlers will come back to the middle again. A lot of pushing, a lot of shoving, no points yet between Mark Randall and Chet Spears.
After we've done 195 pounds, 220-pounders, you'll be right. You'll be following them. So
And off the mat they go again.
in the awards area, 220, you'll be getting ready immediately following. Thank you.
.12 seconds left in the first round as the 285-pounders try to find a place to attack one another. And a 1-0 score missed the point being awarded to Randall. And we come to the end of round number 1. Randall 1 and Spears 0. Randall will start down here to open round number 2. Randall up to his feet and breaks free for a 2-0 lead. Turns immediately. How Spears able to fend that attack off. Nice job defensively by the Sheldon wrestler. Tries to get around on Randall, and both off they go again, almost right into the heart of the Class 1A, 2A match. Out of the circle again. Randall won his opening round match in a technical fall over Alex Machete of McMinnville. Defeated Jerome Masad of David Douglas by a fall in the quarters. And decision Max Hollis of Sprague 14-6 in the semifinals. He gets a takedown here and has a 4-0 lead midway through the second round as Roseburg tries to claim another individual state champion. Roseburg tonight is 2 for 3 in the championship matches, keeping in mind that another one had both Roseburg wrestlers in it. They had 5 finalists, 1-1 match with 2 of them. And have only had really one other wrestler lose in the finals. As we told you, they wrapped up the championship points in the team standings before we ever started competition tonight. A point of wonder to Spears for that escape. And it's a 4-1 lead for Randall with 29 seconds left here in round number 2.
the third round on mat number 3 between McKees and Osterman. There is still
Wrestlers off the mat again. They'll come back to the middle with 11 seconds left in period number 2. Last match of the night, a 285-pound classification. And Mark Randall leading it by a score of 4-1 over Chet Spears. And Spears has taken on the top wrestlers in the state to get this far. He's defeated the numbers 2 and 3 seeds to reach this championship. Won his first match by a fall in 41 seconds over Walker Raybon of Glencoe. Knocked off the number 2 seed Jared Groner of Oregon City in overtime 6-1. Then decision number 3 seed Eric Franco of Tigard 5-2 in the semifinals. Now he's up against number 1. He's in the down position with 2 minutes left to try to do something about his 4-1 deficit. Randall allowing him to his feet will give Spears a chance to escape to cut it to 4-2. Spears immediately to work, knowing he needs a takedown to tie this one up. Randall going low. Couldn't quite get there. Spears with him off the mat. No points awarded. Sheldon coaches were quick to spring up, but Spears didn't get control before they went out of the circle. 1:33 left in the third round. Spears in the white trails Randall in the gray and orange. 4-2 our score. Spears trying to go high, and off the mat they go again. And they continue to grapple. 1:12 left. Spears trying to find somewhere to go, but Randall has really done a good job defensively and blunting any attack that he's had so far. Spears trying to extend out on top again and not able to get there. Tries to move quickly and out they go again. So Randall with the foot speed to keep up with Spears. 45 seconds remaining in the third period. Spears needs 2 points to send this to overtime. Spears trying to find an opening, and Randall really effective. Denies him high, denies him low. Spears goes for the shot, again covered by Randall. Trying to get 2 more points to salt this away, and he will. 6-2 with 10 seconds left. He can afford to let Spears up if he chooses to. And they will not call them off. That's it. And Mark Randall closes out a state title run for Roseburg with another individual champion as well, as he comes up with a 6-2 decision over Chet Spears of Sheldon. Chet's brother Wyatt also in this classification was ranked 5th in the state. So we'll hear from the Spears brothers no doubt for a while. Wyatt making it to the quarterfinals before he lost. But it's the winner tonight we talk about, and it's Mark Randall closing things out for Roseburg with a state championship at 285 pounds. We'll hand out the final individual awards and crown our state champions as well when we come back. You're watching the 6A State Wrestling Championships on OSAA.TV.
We were driving from Portland to California for a bike race when a tire went flat. We limped into Les Schwab, but it was closed for the night. Hoping for some good Les Schwab mojo, we began changing it ourselves. Just then, John appeared and reopened the store. He quickly assessed that all the tires were about to go and got us a new set so we could make the race. Super John deserves a medal for rescuing our road trip. I'm Kim Brown, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
Tony Frank. Frank. In second place, from Santiam Christian, Cody Monzi.
3 sets of medal winners to hand out here. We'll start with the 195 pounders. And we'll hand out the awards for 220 and 285. Our group up on the podium awaiting their awards. And we had the easy part coming into state team pilings, knowing that Roseburg had compiled enough points to claim the state championship. But unofficially, we believe that we've got Crater, down to David Douglas, and then Sprague in fourth. But we'll get all the team totals coming up in a minute. Let's meet our medal winners at 195 pounds in the 6A classifications. In sixth place is Caleb Snodgrass, a senior from Canby. In fifth place, Tyler Brown, a senior from McNary, who won by a fall in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. In fourth place, Dre Johnson, a senior from Southridge. In third place, Selmar Hutchins III, a senior from Roseburg, who won by a 17-6 decision. In second place, Austin Fonts, a junior from Lake Oswego, the first Laker to make it to a final match in 24 years. And your winner at 195 pounds, Jacob Turek, a senior from Hillsboro, who's victorious by a 16-7 decision. Back in a couple moments with our 220-pound award winners.
You can enjoy the best moments from this year's OSAA State Championships over and over again. Just purchase a high-quality DVD from PrepFilms.com. Order online from PrepFilms.com and you'll get an enhanced version that includes scoreboard graphics. PrepFilms.com also has an extensive archive of past OSAA State Championships. PrepFilms.com, your online home for OSAA State Championship video.
And we welcome you back to the Memorial Coliseum as we await our 220-pound medal winners. We'll hand out the 285s. And then on each mat, the team trophies will be awarded. And the Roseburg Indians already know that they'll be taking home the hardware. We'll see who else winds up on the podium. They're still waiting for some of the place winners at 220 pounds to trickle in.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the award winners for 220 pounds. Mat number 2, the 4A winners. In 6th place, from Ontario, Gabriel Gonzalez. In 5th place, from Elmira, Andrew Piper. In 4th place, from Mazama, Trevor Dara. In third place from Cascade, Dustin Johnson. In second place from Siuslaw, Sonny Tatua. And your 4A 220-pound state champion from Madras, Travis Williams. On that one, the 5A placers. In sixth place from Cleveland, Andy Morrison. In fifth place from Dallas, Riley Syke. Fourth place from Summit, Caden Olson. In third place from Hood River Valley, Juan Carlos Hernandez. In second place from West Albany, Steely Smith. And your 5A 220-pound state champion from Dallas, Ben Revishki. 6A placers.
Here are medal winners in the 220-pound classification in Class 6A. In sixth place is Ben Gorigolzari, a senior from Roseburg. Fifth place, Turner Young, a senior from Lake Oswego. Fourth place, Derek Turrituri, a junior from Crater. Third place, Cody Patterson, a senior from David Douglas, who won by a 3-2 decision. In second place, Michael McCoy, a junior from Oregon City. And your state champion by a fall in 3:46, Mick Doherty, a senior from Barlow High School, champion at 220 pounds in the 6A. We'll have 285-pound award winners and team trophies to hand out at the Memorial Coliseum from the 6A Wrestling Championships.
If you've stopped saving, let us help you start. Savings today and rewards tomorrow from U.S. Bank. Save a little every week with every purchase, every paycheck. Watch your savings grow. When you reach $1,000, you'll earn a $50 rewards Visa card. Earn another $50 when you keep it for a year. Save for a wedding day, a family, or your house. Just start. All of us serving you. U.S. Bank.
Once again, we need all of the 285-pound state place winners to the awards area, please. Your 285-pound state place winners on mat one, the 5A, presented by Mr. Robert Hungerford. In sixth place from Mountain View, Brian Chapman. Fifth place from Pendleton, Sean Van Pelt. Fourth place from Springfield, Cody Jancy. Third place from Pendleton, P.J. Schubert. Second place from Eagle Point, Manny Valdovinos. 5A 285-pound state champion for the Churchill Lancers, Will Dawson. Mat 5 in sixth place.
And here are your 285-pound award winners in the 6A classification. In 6th place, Max Hollis, a senior from Sprague. In 5th place, well, let's correct that. They've flipped it now. Eric Franco, a senior from Tigard, was 6th. Mac Hollis, a senior from Sprague, was 5th. In 4th place, Michael Kluge, a junior from Aloha. 3rd place, Jared Groner, a senior from Oregon City. In 2nd place, Chet Spears, junior from Sheldon. And your state champion at 285, a 6-2 decision for Mark Randall, a senior from Roseburg. State champion in the 6A at 285 pounds. All that's left now is to hand out the team trophies, and we'll do that for you when we return to the Memorial Coliseum on the 6A Wrestling State Championships on OSAA.TV.
One Saturday night, someone went through town slashing tires. Sunday morning, one of Andy Spencer's customers at Les Schwab went to Andy's house to see if he could help.
You got it.
Andy got in his truck and drove up and down the streets, helping anyone who needed it. He worked at it pretty hard most of the day.
That's all of them.
Andy didn't tell anybody no. He really went above and beyond his duties as a manager and a neighbor. I'm James Hamilton, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
Second place from Roosevelt, Samis Kofe. And your 4A, 285-pound state champion from Elmira, Kyle Smith.
The OSAA and ODS are proud to recognize the top wrestler in each classification as the ODS Athlete of the Week. In the 2A-1A division, the athlete of the meet, Quinn Johnston of Gold Beach. In the 3A division, Walker Gamewood of God. In the 4A division, Zach Presser of Henley. In the 5A, Zach Brunson of Churchill. And in the 6A, Nick Doherty of Barlow High School. Thanks to ODS for sponsoring this program. ODS, where health happens. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now make the team awards. If we could have all 5 of the mats cleared off, please. We will start.
And we welcome you back to Memorial Coliseum as we're getting ready to hand out the team trophies. And they will rotate down the mats, so we'll have our 4th place finisher here in 6A, and it is Sprague High School that squeaked by Oregon City. Sprague with 95 points, and the Olympians will finish 4th.
On the 2A-1A mat, in 4th place with 65 points, Crane High School. Crane, the awards being made by Alan Farmer. Crane High School. I'm sorry, Joe Lawson. Crane, anyone from Crane High School, are you there? There they are. On the 3A mat, right in the center. presented by Anna Clough. In fourth place, Dayton with 125 points. In the 4A, with 141 points, and the award being presented by Kirk Wyek. A nice hand for Crook County with 141 points. Crook County, and on the 5A mat, with 132 points, 5 points, and the award being presented by Alan Farmer. Welcome, please, Churchill High School with 132.5 points. Back to the 6A.
So Sprague claiming fourth place in the 6A after they were state runners-up a year ago. Our third place and second place trophy winners have made a great move up in the standings from a year ago. And Crater will end up a half point short of David Douglas. Crater finishing in 12th place a year ago. They take third this year with 101.5 points. And congratulations to the Crater Comets.
In third place, Gold Beach High School with 68 points, presented by Joe Lawson. On the 3A mat, and the award by Anna Cole, Glide High School with 143.5 points. Glide High School, take the center. On the 4A mat, taking third place, being awarded by Kirk Wyatt, Sweet Home High School with 144 points. And on the 5A mat, taking third place, Hermiston High School with 134.5. Mr. Alan Farmer presenting that award on the 5A mat. Back to the 6A mat. Second place.
In second place in the 6A team championships at 102 points, a half-point margin. David Douglas, which was ninth a year ago, moves up to second. And it was the victory by Josh Reyes at 138 pounds that gave them the points they needed to win it by half a point. David Douglas, second at the 2012 6A Wrestling Championships.
In second place in the 3A division, Willamina with 165 points. On the 4A mat, in second place, Henley High School, 185.5 points. Henley High School. In second place in the 5A division, welcome please, Pendleton High School, the Buckaroos with 150 points. Pendleton High School. And now for your champions, on their respective mats. Again, please, a nice round of applause for the Roseburg Indians.
Well, it was a foregone conclusion going in. They had enough points piled up already. But in the 6 years that there has been a 6A Wrestling Championships, the Roseburg Indians have captured the state title 5 times. Coach Steve Lander and his team piling up 237 points this year, more than the second and third place teams combined, and they take home another trophy with great individual champions and a dominating team performance. Congratulations again to the Roseburg Indians, your state champions for 2012. And our championships are complete. I'm Todd Pickett at the Memorial Coliseum. Thanks for joining us. And remember, you can check out complete results anytime at osaa.org. You've been watching the OSAA U.S. Bank Les Schwab Tires 6A Wrestling Championships on OSAA.tv. From the Memorial Coliseum, so long, everybody.